Hi, everybody. Welcome in for day 2 of 3 Extra Life weekend here at Valdrian's channel. We're the first game of the day. It's bright and early for a lot of you, just not me over here in the UK. We're raising money for Extra Life, and I hope you are here to have a really good time. Little bit of the admin out of the way first. So we're raising money for ExtraLife, and that is a fundraising program for the Children's Miracle Network hospitals. Donations go to local member hospitals to fund critical life-saving treatments and healthcare services, along with innovative research, vital pediatric medical equipment, and child life services. It's a great cause. Since its inception in 2008, ExtraLife has raised over 120 million US dollars, and we're here to add to that total. Thank you so much for the donations so far, everybody. We are currently sitting at $755 of 2,000, which is excellent. Before the end of the fundraiser, we are hoping to get to that total, so hopefully we get some donations in today, guys. Now, you can contribute in a number of ways. There is direct donations to the donations link, which will be appearing in chat. It's on a random prompter. And that will give you a link to actually do the money straight to our charity fundraiser. But you can also subscribe to the channel, and Val is matching sub points this month with $1 direct donations for each sub, and that's for the whole of this month. If you have Twitch Prime, your sub will still count for that as well. So that is a way of contributing, even if you don't have the pennies to financially support right now. And even just being here and showing your support in chat, sending our players some love as they try to get through this adventure, and sharing links to streams is actually really huge contribution as well. So we're really grateful to have you here. We are going to be playing some Vampire the Masquerade today, which some of you may be familiar with. A little disclaimer, yes, it is the world of darkness, and often these games come with dark themes, and it does require some, trigger warnings. We are here for a silly, fun, good time, so the darker aspects of World of Darkness may not necessarily be present today, and also I'm kind of planning on just taking away some of the crunchier rules just for today. So you may know that a certain discipline does this thing and technically it works a certain way. If it sounds cool and they want to do something fun with it, I'ma let them, because we're yes-anding today. We're going to be introducing ourselves and our characters. So if you guys can let us know who you are, what your pronouns are, the character that you're playing with their pronouns, their clan, and also if you're fundraising for a specific hospital, then you can. I am one of the fundraising teams, but I'm donating to the one that is Valdrian's, which is BC Children's Hospital, because the Extra Life is for hospitals across the pond, not here in the UK. So I always support the one that Val does. So yeah, if you guys can just let us know who you are and who you're playing. We're going to start with sitting and go around the cameras for those of us that are paying attention to stream.
Hi everyone, my name is Satan, or Alyssa Vamp on the interwebs. I use she or any pronouns, and today I will be playing Catalina, or Black Cat, our La Sombra vampire. She uses she, her, and I am fundraising for the same hospital that Valdriant is.
Hi everyone, I'm Kay, or Kay Phoenix on the internet. I go by they, them pronouns. Tonight I will be playing our venture daddy, Ramon Vega, who goes by he, him pronouns, and I am donating to the same charity that Val is.
Hello, everyone. I am Torin, or Torin Talks Creativity. My pronouns are she, they. I am playing Kazuko Hamasaki, yes. As far as their pronouns, any and all. Been around for a long time, doesn't really care. As far as charity, I have not set up my own, so please go for Vals. And I'm very excited for this and scared. It's fine.
Emily.
All right, that's me. Hi. I definitely do that. Hi, I'm Emily. I always pay attention, and I use she, they pronouns. I will be playing Jeanette, who uses she or it pronouns, because it's just a little creature, it's just a little guy. And I'm excited to be here. I'm also going to be supporting Val's Hospital as well.
Wonderful.
Hi, I'm Kate, Kate Orange Sky 11 on the internet. I use they, them pronouns, and I am playing Ellis Hughes, Nosferatu, spooky little boy. I just want to be spooky. He uses he, him pronouns. And yeah.
Magnificent. Yeah, we have a lot of little spooks, some charming vamps here in our group. So, on top of just being able to donate and it having the benefit of going to our children's hospitals, which is a great cause, I have set up some donation rewards as well. So should you wish to, you can donate a specific amount, and then in your donation, you can attach a little comment to let us know. The first one is for $5. You can give a boost to a player. Let us know who you would like to give that boost to. And that gives them an extra 2 dice for a roll of their choice. If you were to donate $10, that is a mega boost, and all players get an extra 2 dice for a roll. For £20, I'm calling it Wheel and Woe. You can give a player good luck or bad luck, and I will come up with that scenario at random, and I'm sure there'll be a lot of shenanigans there, because some of y'all like to give people bad luck. And then for $50, I'm letting you influence the story. You can insert a complication or a clue. If you have an idea, you can say what it is in your donation text and just throw all sorts of silly things, even if it feels like it shouldn't exist, like in my Dragon Age game on this channel, where somebody just wanted kobolds in Dragon Age, so we did. So that's for $50. So yeah, if you do donate, and handily, thanks Nightbot, it's like you knew. You can go to that link there and donate for us. So let's get started, everybody. To help us get in the zone, I have in fact created a little Spotify playlist, and I am going to drop into Twitch chat for those of you watching along live with us a link to a jam that I have created. Paste. Uncut jams. There we go. So if you want to, click on that link and you can listen along with us, because some people love a little bit of music while they're playing, and I want it to feel real fancy. So here we are, everybody. Your city, which we're not naming because we want to just exist wherever you want us to exist, has been in a state of relative peace for nearly a decade now. It's been a time of financial prosperity, and many kindred have been able to grow their strength and position. Not everyone has been happy about this state of affairs, however, but those are thoughts for another night. This evening, a very special Elysium has been called, one that serves a very philanthropic purpose, appearing to be a luxurious charity auction and fundraiser for the local children's hospital, because we love to be meta. All of the city's elites are in attendance. It is also an opportunity for the kindred of the city to flaunt their wealth, and is the place to be seen if you truly are somebody in this city. It doesn't hurt that the hospital network that this is part of also allows our bagger predators to obtain their blood bags without fear of legal repercussions, of course. Always about the benefits. And so, in the old and beautiful Finlayson Hall, the elite have turned out in their finery. There is beautiful music playing, cash is well and truly being splashed everywhere. Our view will pull in on one table in particular, where there are gathered few. I would like you guys to go around the table of your intros, and I would like you to just describe what you look like, and maybe what you were doing or what you were currently thinking about while you were here at this beautiful event. So we are starting with Satan.
Well, when we pull into the table, we see Catalina. She is dressed in a modern version of almost Victorian clothes from where that's the time period that she was born in. She's wearing this big, deep red kind of ruffly shirt with a kind of waist corset and a nice flowy black dress. She's sitting there with a polite smile as she watches the events go on about her. And she's just humming to the music, just watching and waiting, like deep, kind of like abyss black eyes, unnervingly like landing on certain people. Just thinking tonight's gonna be fine. It's just a charity. It'll go as always.
And do you have somebody who is here attending this ball with you?
Yes, she is here with her longtime partner, Lennox. It's her Toreador partner, La Sombra Toreador. Who would have thought?
More likely than you think. Excellent, beautiful. Now we're moving on to the dapper Ramon.
Ramon is wearing his usual four-piece suit. He's got a blood red button up with a dark gray silk Dupiani vest. His black jacket, he checked in to the coat because he wanted to show off his shirt and his vest. He's got his black slacks and his polished black boots. His hair is slicked back. And on his arm, he has his husband, Peter, with him, who's dressed just as sharply. He's slimmer than Ramon, fair skin compared to Ramon's tan skin. And they're wearing matching gold wedding bands.
Adorable. Okay. Now we're on to Kazuko.
As we're going into the table, I think Kazuko is sitting down and just back is like ramrod straight. And I think her face is not necessarily like a resting bitch face, but it's very much just kind of like you're not really sure if she wants to be there, if she's actually there, where she's sitting. But as far as what she's wearing, I think her hair is slicked back and she's got long black straight hair. And as far as her attire, it's reminiscent of like festival wear as far as the print. It's black with white and red koi fish all over it. But as far as like the shape and everything, it's about a halter top almost where it's like up to her neck and like angled down. But then there's a shawl. So it's very, very, I'm going to say this best way, non-binary as she can make it, as they can make it. And as far as what she's thinking or what she's doing, honestly, I feel like that the reason that she's kind of got the resting bitch face is just the thoughts are continuously going. She's always thinking about her organization. And I think she's honestly wondering, like, do we really have to do this again? Like, she's happy to see her friends. She's happy to see a few people, but she has a lot of important things going on back home.
Absolutely. Are you here alone and just with this little coterie of yours?
She came alone, or they came alone to meet her friends, and because they were requested, but there are a few people here that I think she would be wanting to see that she hasn't seen in a while.
Excellent. All right. We will now move on and finish our outros because we have had a donation, but we'll deal with that in just a second. We are now on to Jeanette.
Yes, Jeanette is wearing a long red evening gown, sleeveless, with like some kind of pearl situation going on. She's got long like silvery gloves that have one finger missing just so that she can show off her obnoxious engagement and wedding ring combo. She insisted upon getting a big stone because she just wanted mostly to be difficult and because like he could, so why not? And it's just and it like
oh, my hand
like,
doesn't fit in my purse. Oh no.
If he wanted
and then
to, he
of
would,
course,
ladies.
right, and then of course that wasn't good enough on its own, so it it's one of those ones that like meshes into the wedding band so that like they make one ring. It's ridiculous and she loves it. And she did come with her husband, but I'll let him introduce himself in a second. And she's actually kind of pensive. She woke up today with like a really bad feeling, almost a premonition, almost as if she has auspex. And she just has this like, she's just like waiting. She's like looking around. She's like drumming her nails on the table, just like squinting, like she's just waiting for the ball to drop. She's like, what is it? What's gonna explode? What's gonna go wrong for us? Not just because of our bad luck, but what's
Yeah. What is afoot? Indeed. Okay, and so last but not least, Ellis, the husband.
Ellis, certainly the husband. As you would certainly see, he's wearing a just a very simple red silk shirt but the jacket is really what makes it. It's all black, but in certain lightings, it's embroidered with roses. He's also wearing a rose lapel. He is Nosferatu, so he has like dark, or not dark, but like sandy brown hair, very, very pale. Won't go into too much detail, but he was injured when he was changed, and those injuries basically haven't gone away. So he does have like a mark along his right eye, pale blue eyes, like long, like kind of claws, pointed ears, which I did have the ears for, but then you can't see them underneath the headphones. So bit of a bummer, but it's fine. But he wears roses whenever he can. And he loved buying Jeanette that big ostentatious wedding ring. It's one of his favorite memories. He is in contrast to that, his wedding band is quite a simple, just golden wedding band, but again, engraved with roses. And I want to say that the inlay of the engraving is like with red, so it kind of looks like blood. Maybe it is, who knows? Anyway, and yeah, I think that he is very conscious of his wife's foreboding feeling, but he's quite stoic by nature, but he's quite happy because he and Jeanette have donated 2 of the pieces that are up for auction today. And so he is very excited about that.
Absolutely. Absolutely. So, we gathered you are at a table of our own because you are a coterie, one recognized by the Camarilla Council here and well known for a reputation, some good, some bad. As you look around at the other people who are gathered, you're going to recognize people that you know, obviously, and as this is an Elysium, this is a safe space even for the Nosferatu amongst us to live out and proud. As you're looking around, each of you are going to spot one person that you have a connection to. This could be a positive connection, it could be negative. I want you to describe that person and what your connection to them is. So a little bit of a visual and what the deal is. We don't have to do this in order. We can just take it when you have an idea you would like to share with everybody. So who do you notice?
I think Kazuko, because she's just quietly like looking. She's looking for one particular friend who she doesn't see very often, Elisabetta, who has very blonde hair, straight bangs across, and also I think probably tends to just kind of look at people and just people watch a little bit. And I think Kazuko finds, I'm going to assume her or them is honestly very interesting because she's surrounded by so many stern people given what she does, and likes the freedom of expression that they have. Not that everybody understands it, but loves speaking to them. Yeah,
I love that.
Yeah.
Anybody else got somebody that you notice from across the room?
I think for Catalina, it's uh I think maybe one of the only other La Sombra there, if not the only other La Sombra there, is Dana.
Yeah.
They're very much in contrast. Dana wears very bright colors, a lot of colorful and gold jewelry, and they have a bit of a almost frenemy situation. Um, they sometimes feel like they're in constant competition of each other, but when the shit hits the fan, they have each other's back. It's almost like a I can bully them, but you can't situation. But they always kind of meet each other with these kind of plastered smiles on their faces. And it's a bit of a friendly rivalry, we'll say. Oh, I can't hear you.
What is it that you think created that rivalry?
I think it was from Dana's background, she was part of the Sabat, and the Sabat is the one that did in fact turn Catalina, but not necessarily recruited her. It was kind of a very dramatic, tragic embrace. So she does not like that part of Dana's background because she came straight from the Sabat, just jumping ship because she could in Catalina's mind.
Yeah.
Um, and I think that is um, where it kind of stems from. But in the end, they're both kind of like trying to make their place here despite their clan. So they, in the end, they're kind of two sides of the same coin.
Beautiful. I love that. Okay. Anybody else? As you look around, who's catching your eye?
Well, Roman, being the social butterfly that he is, he sees quite a few people, especially with so many of his clan here, and he's a patron of the arts. So he sees many artists and he's, rubbing elbows with everybody. But he does see one Ventru that like you couldn't see the look on his face, but Peter is more than capable of picking up that he's like, oh, that one. There's a Ventru across the room, dark skinned, but not quite dressed as you would expect, more modern in his fashion. But Ramon just finds his look and demeanor distasteful. He doesn't trust him at all, Terrence. He just kind of like gives a look and then sips from the blood in his wine glass and doesn't make any like visual thing, but Peter can tell from the little bit of tension in Ramon's body that he's like, oh no, that's probably not going to be a good time.
Distasteful modern
Yeah.
fashions. This kind of soiree. I mean, it's shocking, really. Peter will give your arm a little squeeze and kiss your cheek as a. It's fine. It's okay. All right.
Jeanette has been keeping an eye out for someone that she hasn't actually met yet, but has been wanting to meet for some time. Gina, who is a Toreador, a bit newer to the scene. She's when Alice and Jeanette were setting up both, we have some art that some would say stole and some would say reclaimed from the people that stole it in the first place. That we've donated, and Jeanette also has some of her own work as well. And she saw Gina's work on display, and it's just gorgeous. It's beautiful. She's heard of her, this new up and coming local and it's just like, it just tugs on Jeanette's heart. She's like, she just can't help but think of back in her day when she was coming up, she when she came up as a little starlet, and what that was like. And she's just like, oh, I just want to help this baby and be just a guiding light. She doesn't have a Southern accent. I don't know why I said that like that, but she just wants to see her, and she sees her walking in an elegant little suit with like a rose bow tie. Like, oh my God, she looks incredible, and she just can't wait to go like basically act like her grandma at her.
Sure.
And she's very excited.
Yeah. Excellent. All right.
Ellis definitely notices the Nosferatu primogen in the room, Noose. He does he use he him pronouns?
Yep, I'm letting you guys
okay.
kind of decide in the moment.
Oh,
Yes,
well,
and.
I feel like he they.
Yeah.
Especially since Noose is actually rather hard to get to. He is secretive even amongst the Nosferatu. He is he's a very good primogen, if that makes sense. He makes sure that the information bank is full. He looks out for the Nosferatu. Ellis respects them a lot, just for what they've done. There are those who are not kind to the Nosferatu, and while Ellis has been very blessed by his wife and his friends, he is very aware that there is a wider stigma that could be threatening to them, even amongst
Yeah.
kindred. But he really respects him and is actually he's still quite reserved, but there's just that inner little bit of excitement about potentially meeting this primogen that he's heard so much about.
Okay. Wonderful. All right. So before we move our scene on, I just want to thank two donations that have come in. We had a $15 donation from someone called Satan. I wonder who that is. Oh, it's you. Which I believe we are doing the $10 reward of each of you. So if you just take a little note, you have 2 dice to spend on our roll to add to it, which is great. Nice little boost. And the individual boost for the $5 part of that is going to go to Kate and Ellis. And then we had $10 from Lady Lindsay. So thank you very much for your donation. We are going to assume that that is for the boost for everybody. So you get another 2 dice to throw into a roll. How exciting. Thank you for the donations. And we've had another one! $10 from Kay. This is great. Bring it rolling in, guys. We want to smash this target. So I'm assuming that's another boost, mega boost, which is 2 dice for everybody. So that's 3 lots. I went to just a single 2 dice to spend for yourself. So everybody has 3 and Kate has 4. How exciting. Okay, so people are welcomed. There's a nice little speech. Things are pointed out around the room, including a very moment of like, and your safety exits are here, here, here. Oh, it's so funny. And everybody laughs, of course, because you have to be seen to be playing the part while you're here. You are encouraged to go around and start to look at the arts and antiquities auction. And I would like to know for each of you, any piece that is drawing your eye. This can be a serious moment. It's a chance to throw in some silliness. What kind of things are here for you to spend money on? And do any of you put down money to get anything? So we can do, again, the round that we have our intros.
Why would you do that?
Lol.
For lols,
Yeah.
at my expense.
Shits and gigs.
I would say Catalina is she's sitting. I think she pats Casico on the shoulder and just says, "Pretend you don't want to be here, darling." And as she stands up, her hand automatically reaches for her partner Lennox's hand. And her once plastered smile that doesn't really reach her eyes when she looks at him does kind of turn into a full loving smile. And she just goes, "Let's look at what else we could add to our collection, dear. I heard that's a very beautiful black onyx mirror and that I'm really interested in."
Whatever you want, I'm sure we will get it.
You know just what to say to me.
So, there's a beautiful onyx mirror. That sounds gorgeous. Of course, the unfortunate thing about the mirrors is that your clanbane is such, you cannot see your reflection within it. But it's a nice piece for the home. And I'm imagining you encourage your partner to look at himself
Oh yeah.
often and just indulge in the fact that he
I
can.
can't look at myself. You should look at yourself. And also you should paint me often.
Okay. Excellent. Okay. What about Ramon? First of all, what's a piece that you that is here, and is there anything that you'd be putting money down on?
So I think he's here more to support his coterie mate Jeanette, and also to support Gina too, because she's up and coming, and view their work, maybe buy a piece or two. He is his latest obsession in the art is Gustav Klimt's work, and he's been trying to hunt down Danae for a while. It's probably not on auction here, considering how much it is, but he heard a rumor that there might be an art dealer.
Hey, listen. Yes, ending. Is there a piece here that you're like, yes, that's the one I want?
He is
It can be an antiquity, like it can be anything. Throw anything out in the mix.
He's going to buy one of Gina's works to support her.
Ah,
So
okay.
something like dark, maybe has a little bit of gold on it,
Mm-hmm.
because he likes that contrast. He's really into it.
Beautiful. Okay. Kasako, first of all, just you as a player, what's an item that you think would be here and on auction? And is there anything that Kasako is looking to buy?
Yes. As far as what um item that she
Mm,
would want to find or be here, um, it's honestly both. But as far as like she didn't really donate anything, like the
no.
fact that she showed up is good.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
mean, and especially hearing like, look like you want to be here. I think this like tight smile, just like it's not a smile, but it's like like creaks on her face.
Yeah.
As far as like item that she might be interested in, um, she's actually looking for a smaller blade to see if it's
Mm,
here, called Talon, and
sure.
is hoping to find it. And it's a darker steel blade. That's been around some ominous things. Might
I
have collected
love
some things
that.
along the way. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Um,
You can look at it and be like, "Yeah,
mhm.
that's my kind of art piece. I could make some really
Exactly.
beautiful art with that."
And being the leader of the Karasi would be a status symbol, also a
Yeah,
weapon. So
of
yeah.
course. Love that.
Okay.
Jeanette.
uh Jeanette's focus is a little split. She is like hovering around her art when she can, just to see if people are appropriately spooked out by it. Because you can't use powers here, but if you infuse your powers into it, not here, and then bring it,
Yeah.
could people probably won't call you out on that. It's fine.
Yeah.
So she's keeping an eye on it to see how that's doing, but she's also engaging in some tactical bidding on Gina's art.
Okay.
Like she would be totally happy if she does win the auction and
Yeah.
gets Gina's art because she does genuinely like it, but she's more just trying to just outbid what's going on just enough so that people have to
Mm-hmm.
keep bidding, and she's just trying to drive the price up just so that she has a better night.
Okay.
Um, and she's just having a good time. She's just having a good time being
Yeah.
like doing that and keeping an eye out on things, and
Yeah.
doesn't care if she wins the auction or not.
It's all for the children. Raising money for kids. Um okay,
Just
and
thinking of the
Ellis.
children.
Just think about the children. Um, Ellis is definitely hanging about the two paintings that he and Jeanette brought. They're two of his pride and joy. For a while back in when they first met in the 60s, and after that, they made a habit of re reclaiming stolen Nazi painting, or not Nazi paintings, but that were stolen by the Nazis.
Stolen by the Nazis, yeah,
Um,
absolutely.
so there are two paintings. There's Renoir's landscape with two people, and then Van Gogh's. He's very proud of the Van Gogh, and has a
Mm-hmm.
little suspicion that he wonders sometimes if Van Gogh might have been a Moldavian. But
Ah, I love that, Laura. Yes.
yeah,
You're like, I heard a rumor.
he muses
Uh,
sometimes.
mhm.
So he's perhaps a bit putting that rumor out there because he likes it. But
Mhm.
it's Van Gogh's The Lovers, The Poet's Garden 4. Um,
Beautiful.
but he's also taking a look at Jeanette's art because he quite loves it. He adores
Of
watching
course.
her create it. And there's a particular piece that he has a very fond memory of being in their haven. And as she was creating it, she created it over the span of a week, and it was the week of their wedding anniversary. And so while she's put it up for auction, he is auctioning to get it. He's not being tactical. He is like,
I
I'm
want
buying
that.
it, and mine.
Yeah.
I want to
Yeah.
keep this one.
Yeah. I love that. Beautiful. So, after some time, placing some bids, doing a little bit of mingling, eventually, the seneschal of the city, Ren, is going to come and find you. He's a very handsome man. You believe to be of Japanese origin, but the exact history and lore behind him and his sister, who is the prince of the city, um, is a little in the midst. It's a little mysterious. There are rumors that go around about where they're actually from. But he will approach. He's always been quite a personable person. Ventru, him and sister both, and will give you all a nod, especially a nod of respect towards Ramon. You know, Ventru to Ventru, gotta have the clan loyalty. I was wondering if I might be able to pull you all aside. We have a little issue we would like some help dealing with.
Of course.
I don't even, yeah, so I
Of
don't think
course.
Kazuko says anything. She just stands up and just like,
Yeah,
okay,
yeah.
on it. Yep.
Thank you so much. I'll try not to have you away for too long. Follow me. And he will lead you out of this main hall. There are several smaller rooms for people who want to go and just socialize and mingle in more private, or at least lower key surroundings. And we'll pull you into one that is just you all, and we'll close the door and offer for you all to sit on the arranged seating. Thank you for coming, everybody. We've been trying to deal with something in the background, and I was hoping to find a group who'd be willing to help us out. And given the purpose of your coterie as our information gatherers, I thought you might be best placed at this task. And an opportunity to make up for the last one not being so smooth. There's been some rumors going around that someone is planning a very large disruption to this event, and it could very well, from what we've been able to piece together, be an assassination or an assault on the prince herself, which obviously we want to avoid. If you are able to uncover this and thwart it, not only will this be an excellent opportunity to show off your skills, but there are, of course, major boons in it for each of you individually. We've been able to intercept some anonymous messages that were sent between a couple of people. The exact identity has not been easy to find, and believe me, we have had the Nosferatu on it, and if they've not been able to find it, clearly this is difficult. We'll give a little, again, nod of acknowledgement towards Ellis. Noose himself, actually, did part of the decryption, and what we've been able to find is one of the chilling parts of it is that, and I quote, "The kindred of the city will get what they deserve. It is time for a change." Naturally, that could mean a few things, but either way, it doesn't sound positive for all of us. Do you feel you'd be able to be up to this task?
Of course, my friend. We will gladly do this for you.
Excellent. Putting a lot of trust in you all, because despite recent happenings, I have a lot of faith in your abilities and your loyalty to the council.
Every time he brings that up, I think Kazuko is just kind of like, okay. Like if someone's been around for
Yeah.
long enough, it would be like because she still looks the same kind of thing, but every time he brings it up, there's kind of like a little
Yeah.
just a tiny little noise in the corner. Yeah.
Catalina's
Okay.
smile just gets tighter every time he brings it up.
Love that. Love that. Okay. So, what I would like is now that we've accepted the job, we're going to go into another scene, another phase of this evening for you all. And this is our first investigation phase, where we can dip into the main hall if you wish, or rooms on the outside. Certainly have an opportunity to have a conversation with one another and figure out what you want to do. Maybe what you know, how you would like to achieve this. And we're just going to do a series of rolls, attempts. It can be little cutscenes. It doesn't have to be like one big long flowing scene. Little things that we are doing to try and get to the bottom of what might be going on. So we'll open at first little conversation with the coterie at large.
Well,
Another big job.
right. This one's quite concerning.
Nothing can ever go smoothly.
Darling, does this clear any premonitions that you may have had this morning?
They were so vague. I just knew something would go wrong.
Hmm.
That does not sound promising.
No. But, well, chin up. This won't be like last time.
No.
Let's hope not.
I was like, Costco's eyes just narrow. And like they've already been narrow, but I didn't think last time was that bad. We got it done.
Apparently, they think so.
We cleaned it up, mostly.
They deserved it. Anyway. And I think she'll reach over and like if they have any papers or if they left us anything, just kind of
Sure.
slide it to herself. Yeah.
Yes, and.
Yeah. Well, because they said there were messages. I'm assuming
Yeah. Maybe there's like a
You
little
know.
case file from Noose that has the contents. Yeah.
yeah, or like
Mhm.
pictures of what they received.
Hmm.
And just kind of look at all of you like I think there's a bit of a torn moment of just kind of like, hey, last time went fine. I don't know what y'all are on about. And then
We did the job, didn't we?
hey, sometimes you just want to go ape shit. Anyway.
Did you die? No.
Yeah,
So what
right?
you complaining
Someone did.
about?
Again,
did.
it's fine. So there's a mix of that, and now also, oh, now someone else gets it. So I think there's unfortunately for all of our players here, there's a bit of like a little smile on the corner of her mouth, just kind of like, and here we go.
Yeah.
Yeah. And we'll
Excellent.
be looking through there. Yeah.
Yeah. Is there anything that you would want to throw out here role-wise that you would like to try and attempt? This is
Yes.
as we each of you can kind of be like, I'm gonna go and do this thing. Smoke them if you got them. Pull out your cool shit. We are here to be investigators.
Would like to attempt an investigation role, especially if there is like maybe not like I don't know if anyone's going to give like a message with like newspaper clippings, but anything that could try to tell me, does this feel familiar? Do I maybe
Yeah.
know this person? Yeah, something
Sure.
like that.
So, that would be investigation with some intelligence thrown in. If you have a specialty, throw that in as well. And you do have a range of 2 dice you can just throw into things for the fun.
Intelligence.
Thanks for your rewards, everybody.
Y'all. So investigation, intelligence, and then I hit confirm and do the specialty, correct?
Yes.
Okay. Because I have profiling as specialty and investigation.
Incredible.
And you know what?
And
I'm
you-
going to use one of these 2 dice
Yeah.
pools. Hell yeah. So
Yep.
I add to vampire dice to that one, correct?
Yes, add to the vampire dice, absolutely.
1, 2.
Also, you guys can decide what hunger you start with. If you want it to be 0, I ain't gonna stop you.
I start with 1. I start with
You know?
1.
Okay.
The
0.
implications of that is whatever you want, but you know,
Alice would
we out
probably
we
be
out here
0.
being old enough to
I'm going
Let's-
to
let's be
willpower reroll that
honest.
Let's
just for
Sure.
funsies.
There's a reason
Yeah.
why I'm at 5 humanity, you know?
Reroll.
Oh wow, someone lower than Alice.
So, so Kazuko, would you like to tell me how many successes you got on your investigation roll there?
Yes, I got 10 successes, baby.
10 successes.
That's what I
honking great
do.
critical. 2 criticals, by the way. That was a
Yeah.
yeah. You're like, now, what I'm gonna ask is, either you with your roll can tell me what you think the result is gonna be, or if you want to phone a friend, ask your group to come up with what they think you have found in this evidence. So you can choose to do it yourself, or you can nominate others.
I think I'll do a little bit of both.
Okay.
Justin, I'll set the stage of, I think with the evidence that they've collected, I know the Nosferatu has had a problem trying to track this down,
Yeah.
but I think with our group, this feels familiar to us. We've been together for a long time, and a lot of even our origins cross paths a little bit before we were kindred. And so I feel like maybe there's just something about maybe the way it's written, the way it's presented. We might know this person from personal experience as a coterie.
Oh, someone you've encountered before. A previous
Gaius.
job, perhaps. Gaius, but oh my goodness. Okay. Brilliant. Because that's two lots of crit, if anyone else wants to throw in one person, a spicy little extra of what we find. It's okay if not, but it's an
Looking
opportunity
through the
to.
SPCs.
I
wanna-
think. Go ahead. No, go ahead.
No, you go.
Well, I think Kalina's first thought will always be Dana.
I was thinking that too.
Because she's like, listen, she was just part of the Sabat not too long ago, and well, she actually jumped ship to the Camarilla. So, what's stopping her from jumping ship back, or however it goes?
Yeah. If any group is going to believe that it's time for a change to the Kindred of the City, surely it's the Sabbat.
I mean,
So
the
we've added a
message
little
is right
suspicion.
there.
Our growing conspiracy board that we will have for our investigation. We've got one little red string, suspecting Dana. Lovely. Okay. Now, does anyone else want to do anything? It can involve going into different rooms, different spaces, doing different stuff. What do you think you would do to move into your investigation?
I think Jeanette is going to do what Jeanette does best and go mingle. And she's
Okay.
just going to very, subtly, not like, she's not going to just like ask people, so have you heard about anyone doing any plots, but she's going to be
I heard there's a little bit of
getting-
gossip tonight.
hey there, you murdering the prince? Hey there, you murdering the prince? But she is first trying to check the pulse, get
Okay.
the mood, see where everyone's at, see if anyone's
See
heard
what thoughts
anything.
are. Sure.
Um,
I'm going to use this as an opportunity because someone has come back into the main room. We had a very generous donation of $50 from Val themselves to add in something to our scene. As you
Oh,
go
no.
in, you see getting loaded into the room. So it's kind of, in a little bit of rigging to get it in place and get it positioned and right where it needs to be. A new item for the auction. And it is a beautiful sculpture of a shirtless Jeff Goldblum being held by a velociraptor in the style of the Madonna. So you see that as you come in, you're like, huh. Inspired.
Kazuko has a new item that they want. The only thing.
The bidding war to get this
Give me
will be
this
hot.
I can't decide if that triggers my compulsion obsession with an object, or if that triggers my clan bane has
Something
to avoid
repulsive.
things they
Yeah.
find disgusting.
You know what?
I'm gonna lean into the latter. I think
Okay.
she avoids that statue like the plague.
You get the
She's
shivers, like, oh my
skirting around.
goodness.
She's like,
Yeah. Yes, because this is an item of like divine beauty, and you like darker things. So clearly, it is not what you consider to be beautiful. Excellent. Okay, so what kind of skill are you looking to use for your mingling and gossiping?
I was thinking of using charisma persuasion to just sort of like poke
Beautiful.
at people and get.
Yes. So let's build us a role here. So we've definitely got charisma and persuasion. Do you have any? It doesn't look like you have a specialty, but you do have. Now, as you all know, the thing about an Elysium is that there are many rules. One of which is you are not allowed to use disciplines when you're Elysium. But there's a little addendum at the bottom that says, just don't get caught. So do you think you would risk using any of your disciplines in this moment, or are you going straight raw, just your skills?
I think for now, for the time being, I have some
mm.
present skills that might help when it's time to turn into scary mode and it's time
Okay.
to
Yeah.
threaten people or
Yeah.
really like push at someone who we suspect. But for now, I don't need to turn on scary dog mode.
No.
This is Smiles time.
It's
so
all
I
friendly
think
and laughs and giggles. Oh my gosh. Okay, so do you want to use any of your
I
beasts
am
to
going
add
to
2 dice?
use a 2
Beautiful.
dice boost.
Let's go.
Um,
7 successes. Excellent. You want to use a little
I'm
bit of
gonna willpower
Yeah,
reroll
let's go.
because
Let's go.
why not?
When in Rome with beautiful sculptures of Jeff Goldblum, why not use what you got, you know?
That's 9 successes. Some of that is one crit.
Incredible. Yes, absolutely, it is a crit. Okay, so what I would like, again, you're gonna get the opportunity to tell me what you think you're finding out, but equally, you can nominate somebody else to instead. It's your call.
I think that what I discover is there's a surprising amount of, about, the prince is only has only been prince for 10 years, which is not long in our world. Stole the city from the Toreadors. Oh my god, what a surprise. The Ventru stole a city from the Toreadors. That never happens. Fuckers. Sorry.
Yeah.
But I think, normally that's not something that we talk about openly, but there's a lot of like very open, like surprisingly, like it's being discussed, like, man, it sure would be nice if the Toreadors were back in power. Not pointing at
Yeah.
anyone specifically.
Okay, it's
but
just
it
general
makes me-
murmurs.
It's
Yeah.
making me wonder, like, is this plot a coup to give the city back where it so rightly deserves to be?
Toreador.
But we don't assassinate people to get our shit done. That's not how we do things.
Definitely not.
But
Sure. Yeah, there's gonna be bubbles about that because, when you're here and there's actual art being displayed and you're like, this is beautiful. Like, I wish we did more things that were beautiful. Why does it always have to be about money and power? So yeah, it's making that sort of background general chit chats just growing a little bit of like, well, isn't it nice to see something creative for once? Yeah. Okay. So we're at possibly it is somebody from like the bad group wanting to do something to sow chaos and be mean to the good vampires. Maybe it is the beautiful roses, the Toreadors, the creative people wanting to take the power back from the stuffy big money people. Delicious. Okay, anybody else got something that they were wanting to do for this investigative phase?
I do.
Yes.
I
I do
do that. I think Catalina she goes back out like nothing happened. Like they were just having a nice chat with the seneschal.
Yeah.
And she goes back to Lennox's side and she wanders around. It's not at all like they're always seen almost like if you see her, Lennox is almost always there. So she hangs on to him and she's talking a little bit of like stuff about the art around and the auctions and all the different events that are gonna go on this evening. But she's trying to look for Dana.
Okay.
For where she is in the room. And she wants to be just far enough away where it's not inconspicuous. I don't know what word to use. But she has the little mantilla, that's this lace kind of veil that she kind of pulls slightly over her eyes, and she wants to use, I have it right here, shadow perspective.
Okay.
Which means that she can throw her senses into a shadow within her line of sight. And so she's looking around the area where Dana is, where she's talking with other people, and she's picking her own shadow to kind of throw her hearing into. And with her, she's still sticking to Lennox. Her eyes are slightly covered by the mantilla, the veil that she has, so you can't see exactly where she's looking at. And Lennox knows that when she does this, he will keep talking to her to pretend that they're just having a conversation.
Yeah, and if anyone approaches, he will just start talking to them and making it obvious. Yeah. Excellent. Okay. Excellent. What kind of skills do you feel you were bringing to this? Obviously, you were throwing in your this discipline.
Mm-hmm.
What do we think you would like to use? I can tell you if you're not sure, but equally, you know.
I'm thinking probably wits investigation.
Sure.
Or would it be awareness because it's one of her senses?
It's awareness, I would say, more so than an investigation, just for purely picking up the sensory things rather than looking for something. So it's a wits awareness. And I will allow you to add your oblivion to it because you're letting the abyss, you're moving through the abyss. And if you want to, you can throw in some of your bonus dice because you guys still have them. Thank you very much for everyone who has donated so far. These are exciting.
I'm gonna roll some of my bonus dice. And I'm going to use a willpower reroll because why not? So that's 10 successes.
Excellent. Okay. What do you think you hear Dana talking about? Or you can throw this over to somebody else if you want.
Because I already accused Dana, I would like one of my coterie members to tell me
what do we hear Dana talking about? Does anyone have a fun idea to throw in?
I'm not gonna say this is investigation or like towards the ultimate goal, but I do want to throw in that I think she talks shit about Catalina with that mirror.
Yes. Yes.
Like she can't even see herself in it.
Yeah. It's a little on the nose. Not that she can see her nose. Oh my god.
Absolutely want that in there. Towards the investigation. Just a little bit, just a little petty bit.
Well, you know, but in a way that is because it's showing that like whatever it is, she's comfortable enough right now and not doing anything at the moment nefarious. She's just shit talking. And if anything, it's like a, she's still on the board, but like we've added on a little note under her to just be like, absolute zingers tonight. Yeah.
I'll say also she's just petty and somehow knows Catalina wants that mirror. Has she been listening?
Can I?
Yeah.
Can I add that she's saying this to Terrence?
Sure. Yeah. Absolutely.
That they're talking.
Yeah. Okay.
What is Terrence saying?
So he's just joining in. So those who have not yet, what would you like to bring to our first investigative phase?
I think Ramon, he doesn't suspect his own clan because the Ventru like to keep the status quo. They wouldn't say something like all kindred would pay. That's not like their thing. Like they
not their style. Yeah.
So he doesn't think it's another Ventru. Yeah, he doesn't like Terrence, but he doesn't think it's one of his own clan. So but he is wanting to pay attention to who and who does not talk to the prince tonight.
Oh, okay. So certainly in this little stretch of time, this could be something that you go in and you are being mindful to watch who at this point in the evening is talking and who is not talking. I will ask you what sort of skill you would like to throw into this. Again, just throw it out there. If you got a discipline you want to throw in, feel free. I mean, it's Elysium, but shh, I won't tell if you don't. Bold for people doing it in the actual main hall. I love that. We love some boldness. What do you think you would use here?
I think he's going to use his wits awareness for the watching part. He's obviously schmoozing at the same time because he's not going to not socialize with anyone who comes up to him.
You know what? I'm gonna throw in an interesting option for you here. Given who you are and what you do, and your ability to schmooze and pay attention at the same time, I'm gonna ask for a composure awareness.
Ah, all right. Let's do composure awareness then. Brilliant. And I would like to use one of my bonuses.
Yes, sure. Okay.
Let me use awareness. Hold on. Hold on. Building role issue. Got it. I got it. I fixed
We
it.
got it. We're on
I
it. We love
fixed it.
that.
Add my bonus and roll. I'm gonna willpower re-roll that because I only got 4 successes. So let's fix that. Boom,
Sure.
boom, boom. 7 successes.
7 successes. Nice. That's an excellent roll. What I'm going to ask is each of you, and you can choose. You're going to pick a person, and then tell us this person has spoken to the prince, or this person is avoiding the prince. So each of you can contribute one to this.
I think Elizabetta is not avoiding the prince. I think the prince is avoiding her.
Love that. Love that.
So-
Sometimes she goes like over, like she's trying to get attention, and the prince is
Yeah.
like, "Oh,
Oh,
hello,
look,
over there.
it's our piece. Oh no. So yes, I think it's a bit of both thing going on.
Excellent.
I think Ellis or Ramon sees Marco purposely go up to the prince, the one Bruja here,
Oh,
who perhaps feels as though he may need to be purposefully presenting himself as Camarilla and
playing the part.
yes.
Okay.
I would say
Excellent.
that on the flip coin, Mona is avoiding Prince because of her past and how she became part of the Camarilla from the Anarchs.
Yeah. So she used to be rebellious and
Yeah.
against this big stuffy Camarilla, and recently joined. Yeah. So she's avoiding. Okay. Beautiful.
Rita, who is a Toreador, big gossip girl queen, but like actively a hater, like talks constant shit, like
It's like, this is my
whatever, like,
Her
personality.
and Dana
Like-
get along great.
absolutely. She like normally like is like a hater and like we would expect her to be avoiding the prince, but she's like chatting with him and playing nice and being polite, and even the prince is like, what's your fucking deal right now, Rita? Why are you being nice to me? And it's just like, even at this kind of event, she normally would not.
Yeah. Oh, so she's making a point of going up and speaking to Prince Akemi and playing nice with her. Okay. Love that. Have we all contributed? Sometimes when we do a list of things, my ADHD is like keeping track of things. Nah. Okay, beautiful. So, Ellis, are you the last one?
Yes, I think it caught Ellis's ear that, and he's heard whisperings of this. Obviously, if it's gone as high as Noose, it went over his head. But hearing that there was, oh my gosh, what am I like codes involved? He, in his past life as a mortal, was a crypto analyst, and he still is, and helped throughout World War II and things. So I think that if they're using messaging like that, then perhaps there is more than one. So he's going to look around and see if there is any sort of, he's a numbers man. So he's looking at bids and he's looking at like the numbers of art pieces, just trying to look for any kind of code that he can see in the numbers and letters going on with the art pieces.
Love it. Yeah. What would you like to use here?
Let's see.
Is this
I
intelligence
think-
investigation?
I think so, yeah. And I'd like to use my 2 dice.
Yeah.
Oh.
And it's your specialty would kind of feed into this, I believe.
Yeah, well, my speciality in that one is profiling, technically, because I have the pursuer.
I still think, but the thing is, yeah, because I think profiling can also be gathering data and analyzing and looking for patterns in something when you're trying to solve a crime. Absolutely applies.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So I'm going to use
That's
one
the
of my
joy of making your word for your specialties a little vague.
Yeah. Okay, so I'm
And
going to
yes,
add one of my 2 dice bonuses. So I have 10 vampire dice to roll. Woo!
Let's go. Thank you everyone for your donations. If you want to help affect the game, you
Aw.
know what to do. Oh,
I want more
willpower?
than that. Yeah.
I want more than that. Yeah, we're
I only
high
got 4
powered today, everyone.
successes.
Yeah, 4 successes.
Let's
Sure.
try this again.
8
8
successes.
successes.
Heck yeah.
Y'all are smoking it today. We love it. So to close off our first investigative phase, what information do you find, Ellis? And if you want, you can rope people into this.
I think that he initially finds in the records, the bookkeeping for all of the auctions. I think that he has already memorized the code word used for the previous codes that the cipher that they were doing. It's a veneer cipher. It's not that complicated. But the next one, he finds a random string of numbers that they just catch his eye as not quite making sense. And as he does some calculations in his head, he discovers a code word in 3 other pieces. He doesn't suspect Gina, but there are 3 other of Gina's pieces in the room that are perhaps in a... No, you know what it is? I think they're the 3 that are closest to the prince.
Okay. Interesting. We love
And if anyone
that.
has anything to add, I don't know. I heard somebody maybe make a or something, but if anyone has anything to add.
It's okay if not, but it's your opportunity to throw something in.
Yeah, I want to throw something in, like
Yeah.
that familiar thing that we had before, like this is someone we know. And the, like, you know, when people are bidding, if there's like a silent auction or we're writing, you know, like little logbooks of who's bidding, that information that Ellis finds, it may say something like, oh, this is Gina bidding for this, but the handwriting doesn't quite fit. So like those pieces are maybe how that sticks out, like might be handwriting we recognize before. Go along with that. Not sure who, but it's definitely not. Yeah, it's not who they say they are.
Excellent. Yeah, you can look at something that should be written by the same person, and some of it is not.
Yeah, I think that's what sticks out.
Oh, love that. Okay, beautiful. So we've been gathering some clues. You're going to get an opportunity to pull back together in your private room just to go over what you've been able to find before we move on to the next phase of this investigation. So as we filter back in and find one another, what do we bring to the table, everybody? There is sadly not an investigation board here, unless you want one, because as ever with my one shots, yes and.
Sorry, the idea of just a big poster with like red lines, like don't worry about it, don't look at me.
Don't look at it.
Everyone walks into it and be like, it's a performance art piece. This is performance art.
Yeah, it's for later. I think Kazuko walks in and tells everybody, of course, about what they may have seen or anything like that. I can also ask Elisabetta if she sees anything that maybe we don't. Otherwise, I was thinking about going into the shadows and seeing what I hear.
Would you like company in the shadows?
And there's a very affectionate, like, actual smile on her face. I'm like, always.
Behave, you two. I can still see you.
Yes, dear.
Fades. No, I'm just kidding.
Just like your background, just eyes in the dark.
No, you don't. But just giggles.
So yeah,
Not giggles.
you can inform each other what you've been finding.
Dana has just been a bitch tonight. You know,
We're here to share news, dear.
I may not be able to see myself in the mirror, but at least I don't dress like it. Have you seen her? She's gaudy as always.
Yeah,
She's quite
gold.
colorful.
Yeah, gold looks terrible.
The way she wears it, always.
True.
Any color on her would be terrible at this point.
Can we focus? I know that
Oh,
we all hate
sorry.
her. Okay,
Sorry.
it's
That's all
fine.
I found, really.
Great. Wonderful. There's a lot of brazenly, sorry to even say, Ramona, a lot of brazenly anti-Ventru sentiment among my fellow roses today.
I
Oh.
take no offense to that.
I mean, like more than usual.
I have also noticed that the garden is quite either wanting favor or wanting to hide away from the prince, maybe.
Hmm.
Any rose in particular?
Rita. Interesting that she wanted to talk to the prince so much. I
Surprised
know.
peacock
Yes.
feathers didn't come out. Anyway.
I know. That's
She
very
hates him.
Her.
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 Princess
She
her,
hates
yeah.
her.
Yeah.
Well,
Sorry, I
Not
keep
tonight,
forgetting that her
apparently.
brother isn't the prince.
I know. Yeah. You know, this is Prince
Dear.
Academy. Mhm.
Yes.
well, your clan is quite suited to distraction,
True.
and have noticed that the codes and ciphers being used in the previous correspondence has also been in use tonight, and they have been centered on the prince.
Oh, clever boy.
I try.
Well, what do they say, dear?
I couldn't gather much other than that they were all Gina's artwork, although Kazuko and I also deduced that there was some writings, some bids written in Gina's name that were not written by Gina.
Oh no.
Do you
I
think they are trying to frame her, or is she part of this?
I believe that they have chosen someone to take the fall.
She is new. It would be
She's so
easy.
sweet.
Sweet,
So-
yes.
Are the Toreador likely to sacrifice one of their own?
It's possible, I suppose. She has been trying to make gains recently, but
Maybe she's
I don't think she
stepping
would
on
do something like
toes.
this. Maybe, perhaps.
What was that, Catalina?
Maybe she's stepping on toes, and someone's not quite happy about that.
Perhaps. Perhaps this is two factions working together.
Maybe.
The rose is as a distraction for the real thing.
Perhaps.
What they do.
I mean, it'd be easy to
Hey.
blame the roses, given their opposition to the new prince's clan. And their longing for the old prince back.
Sure, but the old prince is dead. Give them some time to actually mess things up before we try to oust her. She's been doing fine.
Well, that's what I'm saying. They're an obvious fall guy.
Right. Should I try to warn Gina? Or at least see if she knows anything?
I would see if she knows anything.
Just don't
I don't
be
know how well
like-
she can keep a secret.
Not being obvious would be to our advantage here.
The codes
Well-
were in the names of her pieces, so if you can ask her perhaps why she named them such, or if someone gave her who was her muse, perhaps that will
Excellent.
point us in the right direction.
I can work
Yeah.
with that.
I wonder if we should also look into who set up the pieces. If they set up their names and the plaques on them. Maybe they were the ones that were writing the code words in there.
Right. Hmm.
They most likely will not be the perpetrator, but maybe a ghoul or a minion of the perpetrator.
They had to have help. Yes.
Exactly.
And we can watch over, like looks directly at Ellis, and we can watch over to see who goes up to write in them and who may be keeping an eye on her.
Mm-hmm.
Just to interject very briefly, we've had an anonymous donation of £25. Thank you very much. Anon. I'm going to allow for adding in a benefit here, I want one person to roll me a d10 and tell me what number you get, and another person to roll me a d10 and tell me whether you get odds or evens.
I will do the odds and evens roll.
I'll do the number roll.
I'll let you go first.
I got a 2.
I'm sure that bodes well. It is even at a 4. We're
Okay.
rolling great.
Wonderful. Okay. I will say, Ellis, given that you are our Nosferatu, you're going to get a ping on your phone from ShrekNet, which is the sort of secret internet only Nosferatu people get to use. It is a very fun thing to be connected to. And it says that they've gathered a little bit of intel, because you know that a lot of the times at the events, there are the Nosferatu who are very openly and visibly here, and then there are Nosferatu who are not openly and visibly here, but feed information to those who are. They've gathered a bit of intel. It could be gossip, it could be true, that Rita is actually trying to get into the pants of Prince Akemi.
Oh.
Sorry.
It was a wheel or woe, and I'm not going to tell you which. Could be a good thing, could be a red herring. But thank you for your $20 donation. Or $25 donation for that. So you get that little ping on your phone while you guys are having your discussion.
I think he's uncomfortable saying these sorts of things, so he just shows Jeanette to tell the group.
Oh, what
He's
is it
still-
here? No way.
I figured
Oh,
he
no
would want to break the
way.
information.
No, but she hates her. Okay, perhaps Rita's trying to make fondue with Prince Akemi.
Why would they be making
Perhaps.
cheese?
It's, oh goodness, sorry, modern terminology. They're getting skibbity, I think the kids are saying.
They want to use
I
their
absolutely do not
what do
speak
we
to
do?
children.
Skibbity Riz? No. Okay.
It is a romantic inclination, yes?
Yes,
Yeah.
well, at least a carnal one.
Ah, yes.
Cardinal
Why not just say that?
infatuation.
Because I was trying to be delicate. This is for the children.
This is what the we're raising money for children,
not
guys.
Here.
You hear a bell go off, which is to let people who have filtered off into their own little private gatherings to come together in the grand hall for another event. So you hear that bell and know that it is time. Now, it's one of those things where you kind of have to make the decision of, do you go promptly, do you arrive on time, or do you arrive fashionably late? What is the inclinations of your group? Yes.
Question.
Yeah.
What if we don't arrive at all?
Well,
But secretly.
that's your call.
Some of
I do
us
think
arrive,
Ellis is looking at-
others do not.
I do think Ellis is looking at Kazuko, kind of taking his lead from her on whether or not this is the time.
I mean, your absence would be noted given that they're sending an indication for everybody to arrive.
Yeah, very specific.
Yeah.
There's a bad there's absolutely a will just like, yeah,
You
fuck
know,
that.
and sometimes we let people gossip, and your absence may be noted, and that's fine for you. But in case that is what it is.
Ramon will wave to the group, and I will make an appearance for us, yes. And he will he'll let them know he'll talk to the curator too while he's out there. So he will, he'll smarten up his shirt, wave to them, and go and find Faith there.
As Ramon leaves, I think even Cosco just like, you look fabulous. as he
Thank
walks
you.
out. Yeah, you're
I
welcome.
know. Okay, so we are arriving on time,
Ramon is
early, late.
Catalina will go with Ramon.
Okay, very good.
I think Kazuko will lean to Ellis and just, shall we be brave now or later?
I think it is worth being brave now.
And then Kazuko will Hopefully, like once no one's looking at her, we'll use Cloak of Shadows.
Okay.
And Ellis
And-
will use whatever his one is. I forget what it's called.
I guess.
Unseen
Cloak of Shadows.
passage.
I
And
have that as well. Yeah.
is this a rouse check? I think it's a rouse check.
I think
For
so.
unseen
Some of
passage.
you maybe. Okay, so you two are gonna go vanish and just not be there for this event.
I want to watch, but
Okay.
yeah.
Be watching from a distance with nobody knowing you're
Secretly.
there. Yeah. Well,
Yes.
unless they have all specs. But yes.
Yeah. Well,
They're not allowed
theoretically,
to use
might know
aspects
who
because
that.
they're not meant to use. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's one of those unspoken rules between people who have the ability to be invisible and people who have the ability to see the invisible. That because neither of you are meant to be using your abilities, even if you know, you
You
can't
don't say
that you.
anything.
Yeah, because then you would
Then
admit it.
yeah.
Like, well, how do you know?
I know, you know, we know.
They're gonna know.
How would they know?
But I know that you know that you're not going to say it.
Ben is in chat. Hey Ben. Okay, so very good. We are arriving into the hall. Everybody is taking their seats. It's one of those things where it's hushing for the next performance. Reminder to everyone, thank you for being here, for showing up, for supporting and donating. We have donation rewards as well. It'll be, if you notice in chat, $5 is a boost where everybody gets 2 dice. No, sorry, one person gets an extra 2 dice for a roll. $10 is a mega boost, gives all players an extra 2 dice. $20 is wheel or woe, give a player some good luck or bad luck as a little event. And for $50, you can influence the story and insert a complication or clue. You get to tell me what it is. Okay, so as we arrive, sitting down, getting comfortable, you realize that you are being either delighted with or subjected to a bit of theatre. It is going to be a fairly short performance. It is like where you act out just the one scene as a little treat for everybody, and at the end be like, if you want to see the full show, come to this theater, and it's a little bit of that. I am going to put into Discord chat for people to have a little think ahead of time with some questions, some prompts. But you are expected to be seen in the audience, and you're going to notice interesting things going on. So I'm going to need 2 things from each of you. One is you see something happening around the room, not the performance, but around the room. What is that? And in the questions for prompts about this production, what is the title of this show that's been presented to you all? There is something unique about this show. What is it? Describe the lead actor. There is something impressive about the set. What is that? And something unexpected is going to happen near the end of the show. What's that? So, have a little think about which of those prompt questions you quite fancy throwing your hat in for. And something interesting that you see happening that is around the room as you're going on. So there's hush sort of filtering in, and people are quiet and getting comfortable, and conversations will slowly start to wheedle out. And some people who are still talking when the show is clearly about to start, and then you get the looks from everyone of being like, don't talk through the show. So the lights will dim a little, not complete blackout, but dim enough as the lights at the stage area brighten. Now, what is the title of this production? Who would like to give us a title?
Let's see.
Can I be on the nose?
Yeah.
I think it's called Death of a Tyrant.
Okay. Death of a Tyrant. Beautiful. What interesting thing do you notice going around the room, Catalina?
I think she notices that as the lights dim and the stage gets bright, and I think it's mostly like very aware, like she's very aware of it because she uses the shadows. The shadows are her. That the shadows seem to, like, as the lights are dim, the shadows just seem to be that extra little bit darker than normal.
Ooh. We have some spicy darkness in the room.
Yeah.
Okay. Love that. Second prompt question. There is something unique about this performance. For example, some shows, every role is played by the same actor. They have no set, and what they have is this, or it's just, so little things that maybe make this, unique. What's unique about this performance of Death of a Tyrant?
I think this is just based on being a high school theater kid. I
Uh-huh.
think that there is rigging above the stage, and perhaps this goes into the set, that
Mhm.
is will there's water buckets or like a water system, and you can notice that the stage itself is like partially tarp and waterproof. There's meant to be water that comes down in a raining scene.
Oh, beautiful. That's quite unique. Yeah. Um, sure. We can have that unless you want that to be something that's impressive about the set.
Oh,
Which would
yeah.
you prefer?
Maybe that's
Either
about
or.
the set. Maybe that's about the
Okay,
set.
sure.
Yeah.
So that's something that's impressive about the set. We are rigged up for a water show, which is quite exciting. What interesting thing around the room does Ellis notice?
I think he notices that all of the sorry, the chairs, the seats for the kindred are all assigned so that you do know when someone is missing for sure.
Yeah.
And as the guest of honor, as someone who has donated, whose art pieces are being showcased, Gina was supposed to sit next to the so the seneschal is on one side of the prince, and Gina was supposed to sit on the other side. And
Oh.
Rita is now sitting where Gina's spot should be, and Gina's sitting
Salacious.
where Rita.
Gasp. The gossip. The tea is hot. Okay. Yeah, that is definitely something you could notice. Would anyone like to dive in with the something unique about the show?
Yeah. Um, so all of this movement in the show, all of the like blocking is done in very dramatic interpretive dance, but there
Interpretive
is
dance.
no music whatsoever to accompany this show. It is all like pure expression of the body, and again, no music. So it's like
It's giving like Audrey
like
Hepburn in Funny Face, like yeah, interpretive dance. Brilliant. I love that. What interesting thing does Jeanette notice around the room?
well, the thing I had prepared was also about Rita, but different and contradicting to that. So
Doesn't
I
matter.
had to come
Well,
up with
okay,
something new.
well,
Um,
sure. I mean, maybe someone's
uh,
pretending to be Gina. Maybe you don't know. Maybe you know something as well. What's going
um,
on?
I notice that there is, um, I'm pointedly not looking in the spots in the shadows where I know that Ellis and Kazuko are, because I can still see them. Um, but as I'm like pointedly looking in the shadows in like other directions, I see a figure that I don't recognize. There is an invisible creature in the deepest part of the shadows who I don't recognize them. They must be from out of town. They must be, I don't know who this person is. And I know everyone in town. I should know who this person is.
Someone in the deepest shadow. You don't know who they are. Mysterious. May hint towards a couple things that might be going on right now. I love that. Can someone please describe what the lead actor looks like? Who are they?
So, if we're cool with it, I had a
We
thought
were
and I
gonna
won't
be.
leave. So I think because obviously it's in Elysium, we're not supposed to use our powers, but I
No.
think someone has changed their face in
Yeah.
the lead to
Okay.
look like Jeff Goldblum.
Yes.
It's not
Yes.
Jeff Goldblum.
Is it
He's
actual
not
Jeff Goldblum?
Kindred.
I mean,
Might be.
we don't know. I feel like if anyone in our actual real world was going to be, if it's not Keanu Reeves, it's Jeff Goldblum.
Right. Has to
I
be.
love that. Oh, can I throw in something that
Of
might be entertaining
course.
for all of you?
Obviously.
So,
Yes.
kind of like that, we don't talk about the actual person, but the interpretive dance video with the weird mask for the actual Cannibal Shia LaBeouf thing, are they all Jeff Goldblum?
Yes.
They're
They
all
are
Jeff
all
Goldblum.
They've
Oops,
all
all
used
Jeff
all the
Goldblum.
dancers can
So,
change their face.
yeah.
They're all Jeff Goldblum.
Yeah. So in Elysium, you're not meant to be using your powers. Certainly not when it's not like signified. This is something that will have been cleared with the Keeper of Elysium, with the Prince, with everyone. So everyone knew that this was something that people on the performance were going to use designated types of disciplines and for this purpose. So it was cleared. Yes, in total silence, with just the sound of water creating rain, doing interpretive
The
dance, and
splashing.
everyone looks like Jeff Goldblum.
There's one. I'm gonna throw it. There's one in the back. I
Yeah.
know this is not the prop, but there's one in the back that's on like a chase lounge with like the open shirt. You know the meme I'm
the
talking
bull-
about.
yeah,
And it's just
yeah,
one
yeah.
like stream
They're all
of,
slightly
like,
different Jeff
spray of
Goldblums.
water.
Yeah,
Yeah.
different
And
roles.
just like the rain is on his chest. Yep, that's it.
And I love that this is called Death of a Tyrant.
I
It's
was
great.
juxtaposition.
Which one's the tyrant? Anyway, yeah.
Okay, and last but not least, oh no, sorry. What do
Mm.
we notice going on around the room? Aside
Okay.
from all of the Jeff Goldblums, which is a little distracting, admittedly.
It's very
but-
distracting, even for me. I think what Kazuko notices, especially because Gina is not in her proper seat
Yes.
or where she's supposed to be, I think Gina is being surrounded by helpful people. How helpful are they? Who are they? You know, being supportive. And so she's been kind of ingested into another group of people.
Oh, I love that. I love that. Okay. Last but not least, something unexpected happens near the end of this performance, this scene being performed for you all. What is it?
I kind of want one of the Jeff Goldblums to die.
Well, I forget who's not given yet.
Sorry,
Is it you,
Oh,
Ray?
me.
Yeah, yeah.
Something.
Something unexpected is gonna happen at the end. What is it?
Oh, gosh. I guess my first thought is that
An
the
actual velociraptor goes back. No,
I-
sorry.
right.
Oh God.
That's the tyrant. The
Atta-
ultimate-
attack-
For real. Yeah.
attacks him on stage. There's like prosthetics with blood squirting out everywhere. Someone trips on it. The
We're-
water
we're-
overhead is actually started to drain blood.
Oh my
fine.
god, so it's like the scene in Blade, like the iconic rave scene where it is just now raining blood. Real or not, who knows? None of your hunger spikings are probably not real. And there's so Velociraptor comes and consumes just the one who's open shirted, or all of
Yes,
them?
the main
Just
actor.
the one, the main actor. Okay. Incredible. And then it falls silent, and all you hear is the quiet dripping of blood. Yes, this is indeed for a children's hospital. You know what? I know a lot of kids who would be highly entertained by what we just said. And Ramon, what is it? Something interesting in the room happens that you notice. What do you notice?
I notice that yes, Rita and the prince are sitting next to each other, but I also notice that Ren is making some interesting glances over at Rita behind his sister's back.
Oh, woo, 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 woo. Oh, okay. Interesting looks at Rita. Okay, there's clearly a lot going on between them. Absolutely beautiful. And with the silence, eventually someone is like, I get inspired. Everyone's like, oh, right. And the room erupts into applause as the lights come on and all of the actors come and bow. Just a range of Jeff Goldblums, some covered in blood, bowing for you all for your
I
applause.
like to think that
Um,
there's just a look exchange between Catalina and Ramon, just like, what the fuck is this?
Did I just watch? Some Toreadors are like dazzled by how incredibly beautiful and just innovative that was, and the rest are looking horrified.
Jeanette is
Um,
unironically like was the first person to stand and is
Oh,
like
no.
wolf whistling.
Bravo.
Lennox
So
is the one that's disgusted. It's one of the ones that's disgusted. By
yeah,
it.
this is awful. And as the performance of Death of a Tyrant finishes and all of the Jeff Goldblums leave the stage, you know that there's a few things that you guys have noticed that you may wish to discuss before we move into our second phase of investigation, but we are going to do that after the break, everybody. So we're going to go and have a little breather to have a bio break, hydrate, decompress from whatever we just created there. It's been wonderful. Recommend you guys do the same, but please come back after this break to see the second half. and help support us with this big charity drive. We are currently sitting at $865, which is incredible. We are really very close to a halfway point there, and that's just for the first game on day two. So this is great. Keep it coming, everybody. If you know someone who's not currently watching us and you've been enjoying yourself, maybe be like, hey, you should come in and see the second half. This stuff has been.
There was just a Jeff Goldblum blood velociraptor.
Blood. What could you
And the
want?
statue.
What could you want?
Yeah.
It's the world of darkness, everyone. It's so spooky. Anyway, go have a break, everyone. We'll see you after. Hi everybody. I hope you're well rested. We had a good rest and a snack break. They found some willing vessels to feed from. We are here for the second half of our Vampire the Masquerade game, The Undead Giveaway. This is game 1 of 3 today, and this is day 2 of 3. For Extra Life weekend here at Val's channel. So far we have raised $865, which is incredible. We're looking to smash that target before the end of those 3 days. And there's a few ways that you can do that. There are, of course, direct donations, which is wonderful. There will be links going around in chat for you to click on if you want to do that. Be sure if you want to do that during this game, we do have some rewards as well for donations. A $5 is a boost, so one player gets an extra 2 dice to spend on something. $10 is a mega boost. All players get 2 dice to roll. $20 is a wheel or woe. You can give a player good luck or bad luck. And I will throw something at them, which is quite fun. $50, you can influence the story, which is inserting a complication, a clue, or just an interesting bit of information. We did have one of those in our first half, where there is a very beautiful, well-sculpted statue of Jeff Goldblum being held by a velociraptor like a statue of the Madonna. So it is a beautiful piece that you can still bid on if you are interested. There's a little note, like a little the label when you were going that apparently the artist's name is Cheez-Its. If you know, you know. So you can do that. Also, if you have a subscription laying around, if you want to subscribe to this channel, which is, always makes us happy. Val throughout the month is matching every sub point with a $1 donation. So all the subs that come in is more money being thrown at the charity, which is wonderful. And if you have your Amazon, like a Twitch Prime subscription, you can use that as well. So even if you don't have pennies, if you do have one of those kicking about that you can use, you could consider doing it here, because that's still contributing towards this wonderful charity event. That being said, we're moving into our second half, and for our coterie, it is our second investigation section where you are able to filter away from the main hall if you want, because there are obviously people who are not sticking around in this main hall and going elsewhere, maybe to have private conversations, maybe to go and do certain things. Equally, you could stay here if you wished. There are all manners of stuff that you can do to try and figure out who is trying to disrupt the fundraiser, potentially with something dangerous, maybe even deadly, and bring about change to the city that the kindred so sorely need, apparently. Hi, Loki. So, as we enter into this phase, what would we like to do? What is it that you are going to be doing to contribute towards this investigation, and what kind of role would you like to do for that?
How much do I donate for Loki to show up in game?
Well, that's up to you. It would be $50 for a donation, but anything. I'll happily have a cat show up. It's a gangrel who's in their cat form.
Oh my god. I assume that Ellis and Kazuko are still probably in the shadows.
Mm-hmm.
The thing, I don't think we could see each other. So
I think he would actually.
Okay.
He has Sense the Unseen because he has a Toreador partner.
Nice.
So he would activate that too. Yeah.
Love it, because I don't. I think like we've worked together so much, you kind of like, we have hand signals, so I know you can probably see me, and I'll note like, hey, I'm probably gonna leave. But specifically, I would like to chat with Elisabetta if I can find them kind of off to the side where I'm not gonna freak them out, or they probably know I'm there.
Yeah.
Okay. Just see what they're gathering,
Yeah. Are you making yourself visible to approach Elisabetta, or are you just appearing out of the shadows?
As much as my hi, no, as much as me personally would love to be mischievous and annoying, what I would probably do is, again, they know me, kind of indicate like, hey, walk away, you know what I mean, like they're being attacked by a cat, no. But that, kind of like tug at the shoulder, very low
Mhm.
whisper, like, can we talk?
Yeah.
And if you could move, yeah.
Okay. Yeah, she'll kind of turn around, look a little startled, and then just stare at you for a second. We can talk, yes.
Could you excuse yourself? Like, and basically get her to go to a side room, or somewhere where we won't be seen. Yeah.
Okay. And she will walk along behind you, and lean in a little bit.
Yeah.
Is not just us though, huh? Not just us?
What do you mean?
I feel the presence of somebody else nearby.
Do they feel familiar?
Yes. Maybe. I don't know. Could be nothing. What would you like?
I feel so settled. No. I was curious if something seemed off to you or someone feels overly aggressive.
Here tonight,
Yes.
that velociraptor was pretty aggressive.
I admit I did enjoy it because of that, but I more meant the kindred here or their ghouls or
Yeah, I see. There's definitely negative space. I've been trying to tell people about the crawl spaces, and I don't think the people I've spoken to yet have really believed me. Oh, a wild second cat. She just accumulates cats. And it's like there's crawling going on in the crawl spaces.
Animals, kindred.
And she goes to start answering, but her answer is in German.
Shit. Because I'm assuming that I can't speak German. Not to get too far into her backstory.
Yeah.
She is from before World War II in Japan. So I honestly feel like that's kind of how Ellis and her met in a weird sort of unfortunate way. And so shit, there's no way I can grab him. I think
you could just text.
I would, well, yeah.
Well, I was just gonna say, because like if I would probably text him just like as she's talking and reassure her I believe her.
Okay.
Like, you know, I'm going to believe you. Yeah. And then be like, Ellis, get your ass here right now. But politely, you know. In fact, I might record her.
Okay.
If I have my phone, like I'm going to text Ellis to come here, but I'm going to also record what she's saying to me because I know I can't understand it.
Yeah. So you're just that's very interesting. While she's talking and just hitting record and then maybe sending voice notes to Ellis, who is then able to send back, because without needing to roll, you speak the language. And she says it's definitely scurrying, and given the size of the crawl space, maybe it is animals. I mean, it certainly sounds like animals, but that could be a person too, because some people can turn into animals. So maybe it's it's just like
stream of consciousness.
Yeah. Nobody seems to believe me that there are crawl spaces, though. They don't think it exists. Again, she's just.
Is that in German?
Yeah. You're getting text from Ellis, basically translating so that you can respond to what is coming through the text message. Eventually, Ellis, you'll be able to appear in the space so that you can hear it.
Thank goodness. But yeah, I think Kazuko's just trying to, of course, understand what she might mean, but also get out of her, like, how do I access the crawl spaces? Like, does she know? Has she found them?
Crawling in them. No.
Do you know where they are?
But I think you'd have to.
Because I'm assuming I don't know.
She starts looking around there. I think there's maybe one there. I can hear scuttling anyway. And she just points to like a section of the roof that sort of like runs along the northern side of this space that you're in.
And
Can Ellis see
last-
anything with Sense the Unseen?
Well, why don't you do a wits awareness and put your auspex into that?
Get it.
If you have any of those bonus 2 dice to add into, you certainly can.
I will definitely use them because I don't have a ton of all of this. It's a fairness.
Of its awareness.
Nice. Okay. Ooh.
4 is enough to be successful. Sure. What do you see? What do your Nosferatu eyes see?
I think that given that he knows what Catalina can do, I think that he sees a like it perhaps looks like an animal, or to someone it looks maybe like a rat or something. It's small, but I think that he would see it's a darkening of the shadows, and I think that people are the crawl spaces that Elizabetta is sensing is people moving through the shadows the way that Catalina can.
Yes. Someone is shadow stepping around. Love that. And you know, some people can both turn into animals and then crawl around in shadows, you know? Maybe they can do both. Who knows? Yeah, you can absolutely see that and you're like, dang, there's some shadow shit going on.
Mm-hmm.
Very good.
Can I
Okay.
add that while that
Yeah.
happens, Kat is she takes out her phone very gingerly and she hands it to Lennox.
Mm-hmm.
Hey,
Yeah.
can you text them for me?
Yeah, what would you like me to say?
The shadows are getting darker.
Shadows are getting darker. Sends it to the group chat. Everybody gets a ping. It says it's Catalina, so you know that must be Lennox.
She has the
That's so nice of
archaic
him.
feat on top of being a La Sombra, so technology is not her.
No.
She literally grabs her phone like this. So here you go.
Here you go.
There's a little charm that it hangs by, so you don't have to touch the device itself.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Very good. So you all got that ping. Speaking of Catalina, what are you doing? Or would anyone message back?
I think Jeanette is like very soon, like just like pops up behind Catalina. She's already gonna come talk to her and says, "There's someone in there.
Huh?
There's someone in there.
Where?
The shadows."
Okay. Well, which one?
They-
There are many shadows.
The dark. I saw someone in the theater
Okay.
that I shouldn't have been able to see, but I could because I'm me.
Okay.
I don't know. Perhaps they are the source.
Maybe. I could take a look.
I would love that.
Hmm.
I'm gonna go make sure Gina doesn't get killed. Goodbye.
Immaculate. Bravo. 10 out of 10. I'm gonna, you know what, with that voice throwing in, take just a singular D10, essentially a DM inspiration for that performance. Emily, well done. That was very entertaining. Okay. So there's a couple intentions set there. One is going to go and check out the shadows. One is going to go and make sure Gina doesn't get kidnapped. I don't mind who does which first, but what skill do you feel you'd be applying to what you're trying to do?
Well, being pointed to a shadow where somebody's in. She's
Mhm.
not sure if they're using a shadow cloak or any type of hiding power.
Mhm.
But she will get closer to the spot again with Lennox as her kind of cover talking. And again, the little veil kind of pulled over her eyes, and she will use her oblivion sight. Meaning she
Okay.
can see through darkness.
All right. So I will allow for a wits investigation for this because it is investigating and not just a sensory thing. I'll allow you to add your Oblivion in there because why not?
Yay!
And yeah, if you've got any other things you want to apply
I
to
think
that.
I have one more of the mega boost, so I'm gonna do that. So I'm gonna roll 13 dice.
Sure.
9
is
successes.
incredible. So, what do you think you see in the shadows? And if you want it to be multiple things, you can always nominate someone else to add in some clues.
I think in the shadows she sees it's strange because it's a shape of a person, but it's not entirely there.
Mm-hmm.
And I'd like to think that to her it's a familiar face, but I like my group to tell me why it's a familiar face.
I know
Someone that
why.
you recognize, yeah. Who might it be, everybody?
It's your sire who you thought died a long time ago.
From the Sabbat. Whoa. Excellent. So it is your sire from the Sabbat. What do they look like? Anyone can throw in.
You know what? You guys choose.
I'll say I don't know. I wasn't thinking exactly like what they may look like, but I can throw something in. But I do want to put in there like the person that maybe got away from us before, or we were in
Your last
against.
mission?
Yeah. Or I don't know about to say last mission. I don't know when they died, but sure we can say that. But the person that we would recognize that everyone thinks is dead and gone.
Gas scandalo.
Yeah. And I want them to have long brown curly hair. I'm just gonna put that out there, like wavy, like yeah. He's very pretty. It's a very pretty man.
It's like that kind of like half up, like curly hair, half down, really
Okay.
pretty. They're very well dressed, very sharp looking, and obviously they have a nice mustache going on.
Can he have a strong chin? I want to
They
have
have
like
a strong chin.
butt
We'll give
chin.
a little dimple.
It's Horseshoe doing the handsome Squidward filter.
Yeah.
Perfection.
But longer. Yeah, the hair's longer. Love it.
Yeah.
Just mewing at us from the shadows.
Yeah.
I love it. So you see in the shadows, as the face becomes clearer, you realize you're stood in front of your sire, who you thought dead, and may or may not be Sabbat.
I think it's it's not a reaction she can control, but her smile just gets wider. You guys ever nervous smile? Because I do that all the time.
Yeah.
And I think for the first time, or for many of her coterie, they're not really there, but well as a like we're looking at a movie, there is a hint of fear in her eyes.
Ooh. Well, that makes him get a nice big smile.
Yeah.
Okay. So while you're frozen in place, the exact part that he may be playing in this is unclear. Jeanette, what are you doing?
Jeanette sidles up to Gina and like just like slips an arm in her arm very casually and just very like gently starts steering her away from anyone else because she's just like in like full paranoid like like watchdog mode. And as you know, it starts off very casually like, well, congratulations on your showing. It's been wonderful. You've done such an amazing job tonight.
Thank you. Yeah, the bits have been very high. It's humbling, really. It's
your work is well worth it. Oh my goodness. I wish I had your talent at your age when I was your age.
Thank you. That's very kind of you to say.
You're going to go far, dearie.
I sure hope so.
You've gotten a lot of attention tonight, though.
I have.
It seems like it. You haven't noticed eyes on you, perhaps. And
Now,
I'm trying to question her
yeah,
to,
yeah, for sure. I'll let you decide your approach here because it could just be charisma because you're trying to be charming. It could be manipulation if you're trying to really work this conversation in a direction. But I imagine it is in the persuasion.
I'll do charisma persuasion.
Okay. Mm-hmm. Are you using any
Um,
disciplines at this point? I mean, possibly not.
Maybe I'll use daunt. I'll use
Oh.
daunt just to like impress upon her the seriousness of the situation. There's just like she can see the fear in my eyes, and
Okay. Now
I almost seem to like
that boosts,
loom.
yeah, that
Oh, that only
boosts
boosts
intimidation.
intimidation.
Yeah, rather than persuasion.
I'll
But
still
maybe
do
you're trying
it.
to intimidate the information out of her.
I'll still do it.
Okay.
Charisma, intimidation. And I have a specialty in coercion.
Okay. All right.
So
Yeah.
that would apply.
You're like, I'm gonna rescue this poor little thing so that she doesn't. What is going on?
This is how I rescue people. It's
Yeah.
fine.
Don't be a
Sorry.
hater. Hmm.
Present. Okay. I'm going to add my coercion. I'm going to use one of my boosts, because why
Yeah.
not? Oh no.
It's okay.
Um,
Yeah. So how many successes is that?
It's 6
6, which is
before I
great.
willpower reroll.
Okay. Yeah. You can
Which
really throw
it
some things
totally
behind.
matters. It
Yeah.
totally matters.
Yeah.
It doesn't at all. Why not? Now it's 8. 8 successes.
8 successes, incredible. Okay, so I would like to know, she's being intimidated to give some answers about people being interested tonight. She's going to come up with a string of responses, so I would like the 4 other players to come up with something that she says about her experiences this evening. Bearing in mind she's quite intimidated right now.
I absolutely think she brings up that she was probably excited and scared to sit by the prince.
Yeah.
And that Rita basically just strong-armed her like a rugby player.
Yeah.
Just, politically speaking.
So it's like,
yeah.
At least I don't have to be nervous about it anymore, but I was really looking forward to sitting there. Okay.
Yeah. Like,
Very
but
good.
I was crestfallen because I couldn't talk to the prince and they're so pretty, Yeah.
Wow.
Oh,
Right.
baby.
Baby. What are the other 3 responses?
That the curator for the gallery was a little too little too eager to be helpful with, getting everything set up for like, oh, don't worry about it. I can handle all of this for you. It's your first time in this big kind of event, so I will do everything for you. Just kind of taking over for her.
Yeah. Spectacular. Okay, we've got a very eager curator. What else?
Going off of that one, she mentions that she's happy to be presenting her art, even though it's not where she had originally planned to put them. Like the positioning of where her art is not where originally she had planned on. It's like the different table, a different location, a different way that it's facing.
Okay, love that. So her art, the display of her art has been tampered with, perhaps, because it is not where she'd hoped it to be. Okay. Last but not least, Kate, what's the 4th answer?
I think that she notices that like most of the people coming up to talk to her are Toreador, but she was also introduced to before the event to a man that she didn't know with long curly brown hair and a big old mustache. She doesn't quite remember his name for some reason, but he just struck her as a potential muse for a future piece.
I'm gonna murder this man again.
Delicious. So Jeanette, she feels intimidated enough to start spilling all of her beans, and you get all of that information from her.
Wonderful. Well, you stick with me, kiddo, and I'll make sure nothing interrupts your rise to the top, okay?
Okay. Do I have to stick with you just now tonight, or
Yes. Just
okay?
tonight.
All right. So she will do so. Last but not least, Ramon, what are you up to?
Ramon, I think, would go up to the table or the group where the prince and the seneschal are and Rita is, and he will have conversed quietly with Peter in Spanish, that he would like Peter to keep kind of his attention on Ren while Ramon smooshes with Rita to see what kind of reaction he gets out of the other Ventures there at the table.
Oh, so Peter is going to speak to Seneschal et al., and you're going to try and speak to Rita
Mm-hmm.
and make it look like you're pulling her attention.
Right. See if it draws any interesting looks, if someone thinks that maybe that's not to their plan and it's kind of causing an annoyance. Because he's not sure at this point if Rita is supposed to be the distraction or if Rita just really wants to have, fun times with the prince, and that's just what it is.
Yeah. Yeah, maybe she do. Okay. So I'm gonna ask for someone else to roll me 7 dice, one of them hunger, and tell me how many successes you get. And then Ramon, what are you applying here to your chit chats with her? She will entertain you. She will talk to you.
I think he's going to apply his charisma and he's going to apply his.
Because are we genuinely just talking, or are we trying to? Are you lying, laced into what you're doing? Is this something that is,
I'm thinking he
not
wants.
genuine intent?
I'm thinking he wants to pull her away, but also kind of make that comment of he finds it interesting that she suddenly wants such a high place of honor. Be like, what are you up to? What is this?
Okay. I would like from you charisma subterfuge here.
All right.
And
we
if
could
you
roll
want,
those
we had yes, if you could roll those. We have had a $10 donation from Mare. Thank you very much, Mare. And a $10 means that everybody gets another. It's the mega boost. You all get 2 dice to add to a roll.
All right. So I'm going to add those 2 dice on.
Sure.
The last one would be the vampire hunger dice.
Okay, fabulous. Thank you. 1, 2, 3. Okay, so we got 3 successes. That's not terrible.
Would I be able to apply that he's beautiful to my bonus here?
Sure.
All
So you
right,
get to
so
add
I'm
a
gonna apply.
dice.
I will add that on. I'll add my bonus on and let's see how it goes. 5 successes. I'm going to willpower reroll that.
Sure.
Boom, boom, boom. And we are at 7 successes.
7 successes is incredible. So, in her answers to Ramon, what information do you think she gives up? Now, what she's telling may or may not be true, may or may not be whole truths, or she may be being selective about what it is that she's saying, but she is going to give him information. 7 is incredible. So she's falling for the subterfuge here. So everybody's gonna get to give a bit of information here. What does she say?
This is for Rita, right?
Yes, Rita,
Yeah.
being quizzed about why it's interesting that now she's moving up to the Ventrue and position of high power, and yeah, what's her
I
deal?
think she would offer up just, like, well, that's what the Camarilla does.
Playing
You
the
can see
game.
everything from the highest like rung of the ladder, right?
Mm-hmm,
Um,
mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
and very much, I think like says more things about like, oh, but the prince is so beautiful, but has the subtext of the political, like, I want to know what's going on. Yeah.
Brilliant. Wonderful. What's the other three things that she might give up? Even if it's just little clues, it could be little things that she's doing, places that she's looking. What are other clues that Ramona's picking up here?
I think he's picking up that her eyesight every so often moves over to that shadow where Catalina's near.
Hmm. Does it look like it's intentional? What kind of emotion would you throw into that?
Yeah, I think it's intentional. It's like almost when you look for approval
Okay.
or like that someone is still there.
Okay.
So yeah, I think that's the
Yep.
intention behind it.
Wonderful. And what are the other two things?
I think that Ramon would notice that the seneschal, while he's in conversation with someone else, um, in turn keeps glancing at the two of them, and there's just a look of like furrowed brow,
A little jealousy.
a little jealousy, perhaps, a little, it's perhaps not quite so clearly read, but it's you could Ramon could see like his shoulders start to creep up just a little bit as he's talking to Rita.
Okay. And Emily, what's the last bit?
I think um she just lets slip. She says, I was so excited to talk to the prince tonight, but I didn't think it was going to work out, but it was so kind of the seneschal to switch our seats at the last moment so I could get some extra time with him, with her, sorry.
Excellent. I love that. Okay, so we have all tried to achieve something. We all gained something. Um, before the evening and event moves on, you're all going to get the opportunity now to pull back together, and much like after the first phase, you can reflect on the things that you saw during the theatre performance, because we've not come together with those yet, and the things that you learned, heard about, did during the second phase of your investigation. So you're eventually going to just see some of your party maybe moving and just being like, I have to go. Or for some of you, maybe you just see something you don't want to see and be like, and
I gotta
vanish.
go. I think I left my
Yeah,
stove on.
yeah. So, we are all able to
Gina,
pull together in a
just
small room.
I don't want to bring Gina into this meeting, so she was just gonna be like, okay, Gina, sweetheart, I've got to go, but stay with people you trust, okay?
Now, you do have some of your party members have people. So there is Lennox, the Toreador, and there's also wee Peter, the husband of Ramon. He's another Ventrue. So you could always just be like, you three, sit there, don't move, stay safe.
Oh,
Okay. So you all pull together as a five. The door closes. You believe you're on your own now. I'll give you a chance to start to cross-referencing things that you've heard, that you've seen, that you've done.
We'll definitely bring up about Elisabetta uh seeing things, hearing things, crawling around everywhere. And yeah, hand it off to Ellis.
I think Ellis will also let the group know something that not the Nosferatu have a very vested interest in people not believing in the crawl spaces because they're all crawl spaces, and a lot of the Nosferatu families use those crawl spaces as information gathering. But he trusts this group, and while he doesn't suspect that the Nosferatu have something to do with it, the crawl spaces could be, if they're used by the Nosferatu, they could be used by other people.
Especially if they also have famulus.
Right. But yeah, he'll bring up the what he saw with Sense the Unseen and look kind of to Catalina of, I believe there are other people here who have similar skill sets to you.
And I think she has this kind of faraway, wide-eyed look. And she's half here, half not. He's here.
Who, dear?
My sire.
The guy in the shadows is your sire? Sorry, volume.
Just as cold and cruel as the heart of the abyss, so.
Great.
I think Kazuko's like, I killed that bitch. What do you mean he's still here? There's definitely an anger, and unfortunately, I think that judgment is coming out. Like, just like, what? Like, what do you mean he's here?
Probably not a good thing that he was talking to Gina before the show and that she doesn't remember his name. Probably among other things. She doesn't remember about that interaction.
It gets worse, my friends. I think that our seneschal might be involved in all of this.
Really?
So everyone around the prince is, oh, great.
Well, it makes sense. The Sabbat do like to dig their shadowy little claws into something and dig their way from the inside out. You know?
So Gina's meant to take the fall. Seneschal takes over as prince after the prince is disposed of.
I think we might be on the list to be disposed of as well.
Perhaps he's counting on us to fail. Or to cause a distraction ourselves.
See.
I think I might know a weak link. The curator was involved in setting up Gina's display. You know how there were codes hidden in amongst how she displayed everything? She didn't set it up that way. The curator did. So they might know more. They might, I don't know who the curator is, but they might know enough to, we could pull that last little bit of detail from them if we can find them.
Ramon, that seems to be your area, and Kazuko. Catalina, perhaps we can gently persuade our friend to reveal what they know.
I would very much like to do that.
Of course.
Okay.
Should I warn the prince?
Do you think you can get her away?
Almost on cue
You can do anything
with the figuring out that there's more still to do, but you feel that you're starting to pin things down at this point. The bell goes off again, drawing people in for the next event. Will there be more Jeff Goldblums? I guess we'll find out.
One could hope.
He's such a beacon of hope for the children.
He is.
He's just thinking about the children.
So, as you filter back in, everybody does. Again, absences tend to be noted. You pull in and sit down and realize that this is one of the more live auctions. So rather than the art pieces, which is more passive, where you go over and write things down, This one has people being brought up onto stage, and the person services of theirs spending time with them is being auctioned off. The vast majority of these sorts of things are not necessarily kindred themselves, because, you know, but it might be ghouls of, thralls of, maybe it could be a young child or of somebody that you know, has particular talents, like get your portrait painted by so and so. And to set us off, the first thing being auctioned, almost impossibly so, being led in from one of the side doors, is actual Jeff Goldblum, and it is to have an evening meal, a chance to dine out with the famed actor
Dine on.
Jeff
Yeah.
Goldblum. Well, you know what you choose to do with your evening is really your call. He
What
looks
you
a
up
little
for?
confused, but it's like, you know, you see him speaking to people at the side. He's agreed to do this because it's Jeff Goldblum.
I feel like
He understands it's for charity and it's for a children's hospital. He will be leaving as soon as this part is done. So he kind of comes on stage and gives everybody a wave, and fully believes that he is the center of the show here. Not realizing he's in a room full of vampires. Hi everyone. He is going to be the first person up. He's confused as to why he's not the final one, but you know, he's not aware he is but a lonely mortal in this room. Oh, we're just $105 away from the halfway point. That's so exciting. That's so close, guys. Listen, you want to donate? You want something really funny to happen?
with Jeff Goldblum.
Donate some money. Yeah. I'll take any for just now, for this particular scene right here, any direct donations right now. I will allow you to throw something wild into the mix. So, can I get you guys to offer up 5 other people or services or something that is currently being auctioned off as experiences? Who is it? And what is it that they're offering?
I do want to offer up Dana.
Okay. Uh-huh.
Dana absolutely is part of this charity part. And
So,
I think
what is it that she offers? What is it that people are buying?
I think, you know, those like night court ball experiences that they're kind of doing right now, like masquerade, dark masquerade type of things. I think she's offering up to be a date for one of those. Because she thinks it'll be, you know what I mean? Like, fits her vibe.
Right.
Oh, it's romantic. Like, I feel like that's what she would do.
Okay.
That she will take them to one of those events.
I think that Catalina from nervousness.
Uh-oh.
Oh,
We have frozen on Satan.
yeah.
So nervous that she
Well-
activated her freeze response.
Is that yeah?
Oh no!
If someone wants to, you can jump in and do yours, and we'll get back to
Yeah,
Satan's once Satan is here. We did get a
Sorry.
$20 donation. Oh, that's okay.
She'll buy it.
Thank you for the $20, everyone. As it is anonymous, and I don't believe there's a note as to what it is, can I just ask? I'm gonna keep it in my pocket, but can I get one of you to roll a d10 and tell me what number you get, and somebody roll a dice and tell me whether you get even or odd?
Not me, I already did one.
It's
Oh,
slash
oh,
R
number.
D10.
Slash R
R.
one.
If you've got physical dice, you can do that as well.
Gosh, here, I'll do the even or odd.
Right, I rolled an 8.
Okay.
Odd.
All right. So while I filter that in my head, next, who is it that's on the stage? What is it that they're offering?
Well, is Catalina doing something about the
Oh,
Forgot
Satan
her
might be frozen again.
Dana? Never mind, just
Yeah.
kidding. Moving on.
Yeah, we'll do the. We're just looking for who's
Yeah.
up, rather than what we're doing about it at the moment. So what else is on offer? We've got Jeff Goldblum. We've got Dana offering to be someone's date.
I think that Taylor Swift is on auction. And
She is a kindred.
The prize given is that she will write a song about anyone you wish as if they are her ex that she had a dramatic falling out with. And it can be personalized to be whoever and whatever situation you want. But it has to be a dramatic breakup situation.
Incredible. We have dropped Satan. We're gonna be fixing our cameras just here in a second, everybody, but don't worry, we will keep telling the story.
Catalina fell into the oblivion.
Yes.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Yeah, internet
they
went interneting.
froze and then yeah. Okay. So Taylor Swift writing a song as if you were her ex. Jeff Goldblum just for an evening meal. And we've got Dana being somebody's date. What else could we have? Who else is involved?
How about Terrence doing like a fashion makeover for anyone who is willing?
Okay.
Love it.
Yeah, his brand is very much up and coming, so getting to just be basically get a full like a wardrobe from him is yeah, I could see people going for that. Very good.
Jeanette, I think, has offered to do a portrait of someone in her own signature style. And I think especially the kindred community is very, very familiar with her style. And Ellis is outbidding every single person. he is just like he's like not even he's just
Yeah.
I'll paint you for free.
I don't care.
Okay.
No one can have your time.
It straightens his jacket a little
Basically.
more.
Yeah.
It's
I
for the
love it.
children, darling.
Okay.
Alright.
And who's not given up an offering yet? Have we all offered one?
I
Yeah,
think
the only one
so.
who hasn't is Satan at this
Okay.
point.
Oh yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
Yeah. That's okay. So Taylor Swift, Jeff Goldblum, Jeanette, Terrence, and Dana. Okay. So, one point of note, we've already heard from one person. Are any of you bidding on any of these?
I think I would bid on the Terrence bid actually.
Okay. Nice.
Because I think Kazuko, like, she's not super flashy, you know, but like, I think she would take like a nice new suit, new intimidating
Okay.
thing, shoulder
Very
pads,
good. Love that.
spikies.
Okay.
Sorry.
We have to say about okay, so we poor Val's just been rearranging the cameras.
I'm so sorry. I
It's
don't know what
okay.
happened.
All right. I'm gonna resolve one thing. I think Ramon,
Yes.
Peter is gonna come find you and say that he's been talking to some fellow Ventrue, and it seems like the others, there are other Ventrue here that are now starting to talk about the fact that you lot are very obviously studying, analyzing, talking to people. People are starting to clued into the fact that you're on the investigation, which is making some people get a little cagey, which may mean whoever it is that's behind this may be aware of what is going on your side. We hit a whoa there, which may or may not have some effects to your investigation. But be that as it may, we've got some bidding going on. Kazuko is bidding on the Terrence wardrobe. Anyone else putting down any bids for anything?
I'm
Taylor
bidding on
Swift?
Dana.
Jeff Goldblum, Dana. Okay, nice.
If someone tries to one up me, I will keep one upping.
Well, we'll see. I'm gonna make people roll when we get to the finished bids. Okay.
I'm bidding. Oh, sorry.
Yep.
No, you're good.
Go for it.
I'm bidding on Jeff Goldblum because he looks delicious.
He does look delicious. Bet he tastes interesting.
Yummy.
Flavorful. Flavorful. Okay. We know that Ellis is betting on Jeanette. Ramon, are you bidding on anyone?
I think he is distracted because Peter is talking to him, and he'll send out the text that we've been noticed to the group. He had intended at first to just jokingly bid against Ellis for a second, just as a teasing gesture, but yeah, he's gotten distracted with shit.
Yeah, absolutely. Okay. All right. So, 4 of you are currently bidding. I'm gonna ask you all just to roll a d10 in the chat. So slash r space 1d10. If it is 6 or above, you're gonna win. If it is below that, you do not. You are outbid.
Dungeon Master, can I, or Vampire Daddy, sorry, can I
Yeah.
just secretly be bidding on the Jeff Goldblum statue? I do want to do it secretly though.
Yeah. Okay.
Can I will power reroll for this?
Sadly not. This is a
Oh,
luck
shit.
roll. Yeah.
Oh no! I was gonna ask if I
Hey! Oh,
could. I was gonna ask if I could add 2 dice to that. For my-
No, this is it's luck rather than a skill roll.
My wife.
My wife.
My wife.
So, Ramon, you, what were you were you bidding on anything?
No, he was intending to play bid with Ellis.
Oh, okay. So
but
yeah,
he's
the rules
busy.
are for bidding.
What if Ramon won though? That would be hilarious.
Oh my god.
He just like threw up a hand, like he's texting, but he just kind of threw up a hand. I
Yeah.
can roll if you want.
No, you
Do it.
did.
I think
You
it'd
rolled
be
us. You
funny.
rolled me a d10, didn't you?
No, that was
That was from before.
for what's the number? I can roll if you want me to.
Got a
Okay.
6.
No, just yeah.
Okay.
That's fine. Roll for just now.
Yes, roll or no roll? I'm confused.
Well, you
Yes,
can
roll.
roll. If you get higher
Yeah.
than a 6, then you've outbid.
Which would be
Sure,
very
hold on.
Your
funny.
call. That's the
I
thing.
will laugh.
Oh my god.
Yes!
Literally.
I'm like, yeah, whatever I'm bidding on.
All right, everyone. So, to be aware, we can see the numbers. The audience cannot. So, we Jeanette, you were bidding on Jeff Goldblum.
On Jeff Goldblum, yes.
Okay, and you are successful at that.
I have one. I got a 7.
You win. Unfortunately, Kat is not. Can one of you find the funniest person in the room that you think would win that bet over her? Kazuko is getting the word. You won the turns, and I'm gonna say on a 10, you also won the bid on the statue as well.
Yes.
Yeah, that one's been announced. Unfortunately, this last little bid, Ellis, you're absolutely gutted to see that you did not, in fact, win this roll, and you're really frustrated. And you look over to see who won, and it's Ramon.
Not even paying attention. He's just like, I don't even that one.
Yeah. Very good. So, who is the funniest person to have outbid Catalina on the Dana thing?
I think what happened is
Is it the sire?
Dana saw that Catalina was bidding, and true terror entered her eyes because she knew that meant terrible things. So she outbid. She bought herself to save herself.
Okay.
Nobody else wanted her.
Okay.
Wow.
Nobody else wanted her.
All right.
Just gives
Love it.
Catalina more. It's like, oh, you had to buy yourself. Okay.
Oh, that's so sad.
We have had $30 from Johnny Bonk, which is great. Thank you very much for your donation there. I don't know if you are watching, and if you are, would you want to throw in some things for chat rewards? If not, I feel like just 3 lots of Mega Boost could work if we do not get a response.
I can ping him real quick.
Oh, great. So you know, that's great. We are so very close to the halfway mark, $75. Now's your chance to make something really fucking funny happen, everybody. Either way, our bidding comes to a close. The auction is done. Some of you won some excellent prizes. Jeanette's gonna get to find out what Jeff Goldblum tastes like. do you think he tastes like?
Like
What's his
gold.
vintage? Like
Oh,
gold.
oh man. He tastes. Oh man, I don't even know.
Mhm.
I don't know. Of all the improv I've had to do tonight, this is the one I feel
Old
the most
Spice.
pressure on.
I don't know
Old
why,
Spice.
but I
He
want to
tastes
throw
like
in like sandalwood or coconut.
sandalwood. Okay, yeah. Patchouli.
Julie.
It's just such
Really chest hair.
Yeah. Okay. He tastes like all of these things at once. A real fine, rare steak. Very good. With the auction done, there's a, round of applause for people. It's really great. Thank you again for raising money for the children, they say. We are, what does it say? $75,000 away from our final target, everybody. If we could just, some more bids on the back. Really tried to smash our target.
I have a
Mhm.
response if you would like it. It's funny,
Sure.
but I'm going to modify this to I forgot what you're calling it. Misfortune, Bane,
Wheel and
Woe.
woe, yeah.
wheel and woe, a woe, maybe a
Okay.
wheel. I don't know, but essentially, just Torin gets tortured. That's all it says.
Torn gets tortured for the wheel and
Mhm.
woe. Okay,
Yeah.
well, thank you very much for your donation, Johnny.
I'll just let you surprise me.
Um, okay. Yeah, I have some ideas. Um, what we're gonna do as a collective is we're moving into our final investigation phase. This is our last chance to gather clues before we have to then come together, figure out our hard answer. Because even if we think there's a few people involved, you're gonna need to know, you're gonna need to pin down your answers, before we solve the case, everybody. So, what would you like to do while I cook up a woe there for Kazuko?
I think Catalina's gonna have a conversation with Dana. I'll keep it short.
Okay.
Uh, but she will go up to Dana and be like, "Wow, you did amazing with your auction. I mean, it's so sad that you had to buy yourself, but think of the children.
Hmm.
Mm,
I'm certainly thinking about some children
mm,
and sires
yeah,
this evening.
yeah, interesting. Yeah,
Mhm.
it's interesting that there might be a few extra shadows here tonight from your past, my past.
Yeah,
Thank
it's both of ours, though.
Hmm. Is there anything you'd like to share regarding that? I would like to point out that depending on how things go tonight, the finger might be pointed at you and your connections.
The only things I'm connected to now are the Camarilla.
It's so cute how you think people think that about you.
I don't really care what a jealous bitch thinks of me. Thanks.
Kazuko stabs her like out of nowhere. Yeah. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Jealous.
Yeah, I know that you have a distaste towards me, and that's fine. That does not mean you should start pointing fingers just because of your personal feelings.
Of course. No. You're completely right, Dana. That is so unbecoming of me. So, I would like to propose, with all my honesty that I have in my cold little dark heart. A random cat.
Yeah.
A small, temporary truce.
Why?
Because with the way things are going, this might end up bad for both of us.
Hmm. charisma persuasion for me, please. Jesus Christ.
Let me open up all my shit again. 1 second. Charisma persuasion. Charisma. I'm gonna add another one of my what's it called? Mega boost. Can I also blood surge because I want this to work?
Sure, rouse check.
Ugh. But I did it, I think.
Mm-hmm. And you got a little hungrier.
I just got a little hunger. It's fine. Doesn't matter. 8
Okay.
successes.
So what is it you're hoping to achieve out of this? What happens?
She's trying to achieve because she's trying to see if there is any connection that she may have had from her past that may have leaked any information about why this man is here tonight.
Okay. No, you're getting to come up with the answer. So what is it that you find out?
So I think that I think that she finds out that the previous prince may have been working in cahoots with the Sabat, but he died before the plans could come into fruition. But he's still trying to enact those original plans. This old sire, which in my head I've named Leonardo. So
okay, very good. All right, so previous the previous prince was maybe killed because of collusion with the Sabat, and now okay, very good. What are the rest of you doing? Our last fact gathering.
Ramon would like to find the curator wherever he is, if he can be found.
Sure. Yes, like I say, if this is a yes and improv game, you can go looking for what you're trying to achieve.
So, are they mortal? Are they a ghoul? Are they a vampire?
Probably a vampire.
He would so much easier if they were a mortal or a ghoul. You know what? Would he like try to mesmerize out of this person who is responsible for this plot? Like, what is the plot? Like, what is the point? What was the point of arranging the artwork in such a way? And
okay, and trying to establish if this person was actually involved as well, because we don't know for sure. Sure. This is yep. Just gonna double check what we're building with this.
It would be Ramon's manipulation and dominate versus the other person's intelligence and resolve.
Uki. Well, we'll just have you roll. I've not been rolling with people against you for this, so okay. Build that roll for me then with this person, and we'll see what you learn. Because this person could be had a directive put into their head to do what they're told.
Manipulation. Oh, I want to add dominate. There we go. Wrong drop down. I'm going to use one of my bonuses. I'm going to add 2 dice. And we are going to go. Why is that active? Why is blood potency active? Do I uncheck that? Or is that an adult thing that I don't know
maybe
about?
just build your roll and roll it. Yeah, we're good.
All right, 6 successes. I'm gonna willpower re-roll that one. Boom, 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 and I got 8 successes.
Excellent. Okay, so you'll learn a few things from this person. You guys can build. We'll get 4 things that you pick up from this person. Whatever the person before you goes, just try to build on rather than contradict, but we know that. Very good role players. So who would like to go first with something that you might learn from the curator? Oh, that's not picking up your audio there, Torin.
Please help me. Okay.
Hello.
Hello. Well, anyway, I think something we might learn from the curator is a kind of similar thing where Gina did not really know. Like they kind of vaguely remembered that they were approached by somebody. I think that the curator probably has a very similar type of fuzzy memory.
We've got fuzzy memories.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
So we have a same recollection of a type of person. Not really sure their name. Something's going a little bit there. Yeah.
Incredible. Incredible. What else do we pick up from this curator?
That while they were setting up the gallery display, the seneschal came to check that everything was going well, and the curator remembers that the prince seemed nervous about it. Not in charge, not like commanding, not like I need to make sure it's going well, but like nervous and making sure things were going well.
Two more things?
I think that Ramon gets that the curator found himself enamored with the three pieces that Ellis found, and he found himself called to put bids on them at certain times. And I think Ramon would put together that was it might have been his handwriting, and that's what gave the code.
Oh, fascinating. Last bit.
God, my brain's so empty right now.
That's okay. If you don't have anything, we can move on to another.
Yeah. I think he might say also that with the paintings and bidding, that there is a time of the night that sticks out in his mind.
Okay.
That something would happen at. And why not go all Cinderella and say midnight?
Oh. Okay. Perfect. So, a successful conversation was had. What are the rest of you doing? We've had Dana, we've had curator.
I kind of want to try to snatch one of these little rats in the crawl space and see if I can turn it back into a kindred, or if it's a rat. I don't know.
Yeah, if it's a famulus, it would just be a rat, but yeah.
If it's a kindred turned into a rat.
Yeah, sure. Okay. So you're going a hunting with it. Which of your skill sets, disciplines, whatever, what are you trying to do to achieve this?
I have a couple of I'll see what you like best. How about that?
Okay.
So I am a pursuer hunter. That's my hunting style. So I have stalking. I also have an idea if I could go unseen passage and like yeet out of the shadows. Just snatch one of them. Sorry, just that comment. Anyway, but yeah, or just straight up animal kin. So I'll dealer's choice. How about that?
Oh, there are a lot of excellent options there.
Yeah. And this is really gross, but once I catch one, I have taste for blood too.
Incredible. You're a pursuer. Did you take a note of what role you make for that hunting style?
Yes, intelligence athletics for actually hunting, and then there's also stalking, which stamina stealth.
Stamina stealth. And if you're going to use unseen passage, I would say stamina stealth, add your obfuscate, which should actually, you've got 3 there, so you should be at 3.
I will also add 2 dice to this because I have 4 to spend, or 3 to spend.
Great. Yeah.
1, 2. Okay, so I do roll and then add
roll.
my
Yeah. So it is dexterity.
Shit, I didn't add it.
Oh,
Sorry.
That's good.
I did my custom roll. Sorry. Okay.
Okay.
So I'm so sorry. Let me try that one more time.
Try again. So
Apologies.
yeah, it's stealth.
Let me build it from here. Yeah. Stealth.
And then
Stamina.
Stamina. And then there's a drop down for your discipline, so add obfuscate. And then you're adding 2. I'm gonna so add 2 for your bonus dice.
Oh, this is so much. Okay. I am gonna willpower reroll that.
Yeah, go for it.
1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. 8 successes.
Excellent. Okay. I'm gonna ask you guys a series of questions for prompts here. Satan, how many rats does Kazuka manage to catch? Just a number.
6.
6. Okay. Kate, are any of those 6 a kindred in animal form, or are they all famulous?
I think one of them is a kindred.
Perfect. All right. Ray, well, Kay. What do you think Kazuka's gonna have to do to figure out which one is the vampire?
Oh, I think she's gonna have to taste them.
Yes. Sorry.
Yeah. Taste the blood. Just a little taste. Just a little taste.
Yep.
Perfect. And then Emily, I'm going to give you the wonderful task of when the one that is kindred is bit into, it is going to transform back again. I'd like you to describe visually what this kindred looks like.
I think they have like really shaggy black unkempt hair. Like they don't spend a lot of time in a humanoid form, like grooming themselves necessarily. They've got even in kindred form have like rat teeth and just they're like hunched over, they're wearing ratty falling apart like it's like a suit, it's like a suit that one would wear to this gathering, but it's like got holes in it, the tie's undone. They just look a mess.
You're muted.
Lastly, Torin, with your very successful roll there, what bit of information do you get out of this person that helps your investigation?
I think what I would get from them, because I imagine basically just, in my mind palace here, theater of the mind. I literally probably just went, yeah, it like jumped out of the shadows, like body slammed a bunch of rats, and then just started quickly like using my I forgot what it's called, ability, a taste for blood, because I get like information about the blood I taste, just,
Yeah.
like just biting into it quick. And the last one, poof, turns back into who they are. And I think after very careful interrogation of brawling a little bit, maybe, that they are the rats and them and a few others of whoever their clan might be are being used to gather information, put things in place. So like there's probably just rats scurrying about, essentially watching to make sure all these other people that we've heard about, like the curator, Rita, all of them are playing the part they're supposed to. So they are the checks and balances. If someone doesn't do it right, then they will be pounced upon.
Perfect. Beautiful stuff. Okay, we have 2 more. You can either go separately or go in tandem. Where are we going? What are we doing? What are we hoping to achieve?
I have changed my mind since talking with the coterie. I'm gonna pull a rogue move for the drama. And rather than going to warn the prince, I'm going to go threaten the seneschal. Let them know that we're on to them. So I find the seneschal is like walking through a hallway, like off to do something. And from around a corner, like down the hall, Jeanette's voice just calls, it just like starts echoing down and says, you know, my coterie mates think you put us up to this because we're too stupid and incompetent to figure out it was you. And just high heels clacking as he's like frozen, and she's just like walking down, like slowly pacing to get him, chase him down, but like, not chase
Okay.
him, whatever.
Okay. Sure.
I think that you secretly were hoping we'd figure you out. I know you don't really want your sister to come into harm. I know you would never really pull a move like this. So why don't you do something smart for the first time since you came into power and let us help you save your sister so I don't have to throw your name into the political mud and make sure you never work in this town again.
We're coming in hot, not knowing that this person is behind it, which is great. Also, if he is behind it, we're alerting those to blame that. Yeah. Okay. Ooh.
Listen, there's a reason that our jobs always go messy.
Yeah, it's like we're not doing it Columbo style where we wait until it's time to put our clues together. We're just going in and finding the perfect. Okay. What is it you first see that you are doing in this scene? It can either be the verbal side, or if you think something physical is about to happen, that could also be.
I hope something physical doesn't happen.
Yeah, you're going up against Adventure, so he can take a fucking hit, that's for sure.
I'm thinking that I break this man psychologically, and so that he becomes more scared of me than whatever is compelling him to do this darkness.
Yeah, and what it is you're trying to achieve is for what?
I want him to reveal to me who's behind this, that's making him do the bad.
Okay. All right. So we're manipulating.
Oh man. I'm gonna blood surge. I'm hungry.
So it's manipulation, intimidation.
All right.
And are you using disciplines with this?
I sure am gonna use
because he has unswayable mind, so he can resist this.
Fine. I'm also gonna use one of my donated things and my inspiration die, just because I need them. Oh, and 2 from the blood surge too. Well,
okay.
So I really want this to go well because it's a stupid idea.
Sure. If our case is solved now, we may not be able to do our big reveal at the end, but that's okay.
I'm so down for this. I hope you win.
Yeah.
The 8 success? Possible bestial failure?
Yeah, well, because he rolled 9 for his resisting the daunt that you're putting in.
Oh, okay. So be
because Ventru. Yeah, but it's okay.
Sounds like a bestial failure to me.
So what I'm gonna say is there is going to be a range of consequences that happen because of this, especially because apparently we heard people have started to clue into the fact that you guys are investigating, and that may muddy the waters not just for this scene, but like things that are happening in other parts of the building. So each of you, I want you to give me a complication that has been thrown in the way, either with this conversation or wider beyond that. Something has put a spanner in the works.
I have one that just came up. Gina's missing. She got snatched.
She got snatched.
Okay,
Gina gone, y'all.
Gina's been snatched. What are the 3 others? What's a consequence? Either here in this scene or like that with beyond it.
Rita has disappeared with the prince.
Okay. All right. We don't have a prince to bring our case to now. 2 more complications.
Sorry.
we were doing so well all
Oh,
season creating all these
wait,
paths,
I can
and now
change
we're
it.
like,
I
I'm gonna
can
approach him
change
now.
it.
The prince is gone.
I can
Okay, no, you know what?
change it.
That's perfect.
No, I
'cause your
love it.
team
I
clearly,
love it.
yeah, make messes and things don't quite go. It's like we're
I'm
doing so
so
well.
sorry.
It's okay. This is great. 2 more complications. There will have to be a consequence for this conversation, so they can't all be exterior.
The room where Jeanette is, the shadows get deeper. Something is changing in the
if it's a
room behind
tenebrous
her.
from yeah, if you're lost to the darkness, yeah, the room might get swallowed up in shadow.
I'm in danger.
Yeah.
I think that I'm so sorry, darling. I think
It's
that
all
Jeanette
good.
hears a voice that's not the seneschal's from the darkness,
Yeah. Okay.
saying something along the lines of, "It was perhaps foolish to come without your useless coterie."
Okay. We've just had a donation from Ellie Spiritual, who I believe is your sister. Emily.
Save us, Leah!
Yeah, I've got
Please.
one thing that might pull you out, which is getting a little closer. Now's the time to throw money at it, you guys included. To round this off so we can get to that halfway mark. What I'll say is you hear that voice, and the voice is close to your ear, but it sounds like it is echoed and distant at the same time, even though you know it is right next to your ear. That depth, that darkness, it is chilling. You've never encountered anything like this. And then you feel something take a hold of your hand and pull you out of the shadows. It's Dana. She's rescued you from the shadow because she can see in there. And she pulls you out of the room and is like, you have to run.
I never believed
Okay.
anything Kat said about you.
Well, there are
turn
12
off
minutes
like
to
that.
go. Yeah. It was brilliant. It was perfectly timed. Okay, we have a bunch of consequences, and I know if you want to do something else, we can do it real quick. We have 12 minutes to go, so we're gonna do your thing, and then we're gonna pool together and hopefully solve the case.
All
something
Alice was
quick.
going to do was approach the Noelle, the Primogen, the Tremere Primogen,
Uh-huh.
because they have some. They offer magical services, just proving the truth in someone's words, and he
They do.
feels as though that might be helpful. And I want to say that he has done some work for them in the past,
Yeah.
and so they
So they
perhaps
owe
owe
you
him
a
a
favor?
boon. Yeah,
Yes,
yeah.
okay.
So he's calling you
yes.
that favor.
Noelle will agree and be like, oh, I knew there was a reason I brought this, and brings out a skull that is covered in carved runes. Just let me know when you're ready to have that conversation. And the scene very perfectly, we kind of close in that skull for a second, and then we pull back out from the skull, and we're now in a room where people called to be present are going to have to tell the truth. And in doing so, I'm going to allow each of us to do one little snapshot line delivery or thing that happens. And as you're doing so, you can kind of say who is there in the room. So essentially, you're all giving me little snapshots of, it's like in like Columbo, and another thing, and then something else is brought out. So we're about to solve the case, everybody. I don't mind what order we go in, because some of you may have an idea already in your head. What is a little scene that unfolds here as you guys have gathered together people in the room and we're solving this case? Who would like to go first?
I'm not gonna lie, I have one.
Mhm.
I think Kazuko comes in kind of bloody, unfortunately, but I think that's kind of what she likes being in, if you will, what state she likes being in. And I think she literally drags in the kindred that she attacked and just throws him
Brilliant.
in there and
Yeah.
just tells the or commands him, tell him who you work for.
Okay.
And so he's thrown in there.
Yep. All right.
That's it.
Who does he point to in the room? Which other kindred is he pointing to that
I
hired him?
think, honestly, I think probably he can't find them because they're in shadow, but point to the seneschal and just say that like doesn't work for him, but is part of it.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
He's part of it. Okay. Fabulous. Who would like to go next? What's another bit of evidence you present in solving your case? What's going on?
Ramon would bring in the curator that he had just mesmerized into telling him some information.
Okay. What does he say? Not just the people. What's going on? Describe the scene. We're solving the case.
So Ramon will can you uncloud someone's memory? Is that a venture ability?
No,
I didn't think
sadly
so.
not. No.
So he will tell the curator to explain why he what is supposed to happen at midnight. He'd ask him what's supposed to happen at midnight.
Mm-hmm.
The curator would explain that it was supposed to be a takeover and that the prince was intimidated to go along with it.
Oh, so she was gonna just concede to it?
So she was intimidated into going along with the plan to save her brother.
Okay, so she was gonna give up her position to save her brother.
Or she was going to do something to save her brother. Whether or not we know whether or not she was going to go through with it, that's the opinion.
Okay. Yeah. Any other closing out scenes as we solve this case?
I think Kat comes in with Dana.
Mm-hmm.
Dana says that it was her own sire behind everything, and that's when we found out Kat and Dana have the same sire.
Oh. She's like, yeah, my side. And then you were, wait, that's my side.
Wait a minute. We're sisters.
Okay, so she points out that it was her sire behind this.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Just point to the corner.
Yeah. Have they managed to bring him in? Like I say, we're describing the end. We are at the end.
Because she was in that room of shadows that Jeanette was in, and she
Mm-hmm.
told Jeanette to run. She was maybe struggling to pull Leonardo out of it as well, and maybe her and Kat teamed up to kind of bring him basically like in like a citizen's arrest into the room.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. The two girls brought in Daddy. Okay. Beautiful. Last two. What are some closing remarks? What's things that happening? Who's in the room? What's going on as we finish off our story?
Unless you have it, I was gonna say perhaps they go together. They discovered that the prince and Rita have absconded somewhere, and I think that they may have just gone to like Rita's doing hella distraction, and it like doesn't know that but they're in the spot where like the triangulated spot where something was supposed to happen. Let's say it's 11:45, and they're like flirting hardcore, and so Ellis could go alone, but I think Jeanette would also be helpful in like convincing the prince. Ellis will tell the prince that he has called Primogen Noel for truth speaking, and I think that she should attend.
So what does she say? What goes on?
Emily, do you want to take it or?
No, you got it. I have something else.
Okay. I think that the prince will. I think what happens is she looks up and she'll see. This is at the point where the seneschal is going into the room and seeing him go into the room. She'll look around somewhat nervously, and Ellis will just hold out his hand to her and say, "The shadows are dark, but we can bring lightness to this event. See that it goes smoothly."
Okay. So was she involved? Does she maybe know something was coming but was not actively part of the plot?
I think she knew something was, since she knew she was trying to save her brother. She was going to that triangulated spot. I think that she thinks she was going to concede. The seneschal thought that she was going to concede, but Leonardo wanted to assassinate the prince
Okay.
and force the seneschal to, and all of the money that was wrapped up in the charity is then like distributed to the La Sombra and the businesses as like an overthrow of the Camarilla.
What
Oh,
about
so
the
we've
children?
also managed to
children!
rescue the money being stolen. Beautiful. All right, closing remarks, our final scene before we do our outros. Emily.
I think as all of this has come together, um, a voice from the shadows just like rings out and is like, "Ah, you've gotten me this time."
Could have gotten away with it too.
I could have gotten away with it if it wasn't for you meddling kids. And then the shadows like pull away from the event, and we see a lot of people like throughout the event whose like heads start to clear, and they're like, "Oh my gosh, I've been talking shit all night, but I don't actually feel that way." And the the influence of Leonardo is starting to like pull away and to come away as he's been scared away for now. He's probably still plotting in the background.
We killed him once. Maybe I'll need to
Plotting
do
in
it
the shadows.
again. Yeah. Beautiful. Okay. So yeah. Vanishing off to be thwarted once again. 3 times a charm, maybe. We have solved the case. We have saved the prince from this plot. We have ensured that the money being raised actually goes to the children's hospital. Hooray, waka waka. We're $55 away. That's so close to our halfway mark, guys. We nearly made it. But there is still multiple games coming. I will tell you about them when we get towards the end. But what we're going to do first is just tell you who we are, and where you can find us fairly rapidly, and then I'll do a little closing off for the stream.
Hi everyone. My name's Satan, or Alyssa Vamp on the interwebs. I have been yours truly, Catalina La Sombra, who has a new sister. You can find me at Alyssa Vamp Art on the interwebs. I'm reintroducing myself to social media after being away from it for a while, like a wild animal who's been in captivity for a bit, being reintroduced to grass. And so if you want to know more about me, I'm more active on Blue Sky now. If you want to follow me there. And I'm also here usually on Saturdays playing in Darkness Unbroken. We took a break today so we could do Extra Life. And also on Tuesdays, I am on the Transmission, also playing Dragon Age. In Darkness Unbroken, it's a Dragon Age game, but in Transmissions Tuesdays, I'm also playing Dragon Age, where I think but Blood and Lyrium it's called, and I'm here with a few people from this group in that game as well. And that's me.
Hi everyone, I'm Kay or Kay Phoenix. I played our Ventrue Ramon tonight. You can usually see me here on Saturdays for our Dragon Age game in Darkness Unbroken, where I play our Necromancer. Yay! That's me.
I am Torin.
Yeah.
I think I'm
No, you are totally next.
It's
Oh my
Torin,
God.
yeah.
Hi, I'm Torin or Emily. I don't know you anymore. Torin or Torin Talks Creativity. As far as today, I love you, Emily. I was playing Kazuko, our little glass cannon. Anyway, as far as where to find me, I am helping out with In Darkness Unbroken. Their last season. It's very wonderful. I'm playing Eleni, who is absolutely crazy. I love her. Otherwise, on Tuesdays, I'm also on the Transmissions in Blood and Lyrium. I also have my own channel at Torin Talks Creativity on Twitch, which is the easiest place to find me. Thank you.
Now I'm Emily. I've been here causing drama, messing things up, being the problem. Hi, I'm the problem. It's me. When I'm not doing this, I'm on Transmissions Tuesdays. I'm in the Blood and Lyrium stream. Catch us on Tuesday, where I get to be a righteous mom yelling at hopefully chewing out a inconsiderate ex. It's gonna be great. And yeah.
I like to think that Kenna won the bid on Taylor Swift, so that Taylor Swift would write an amazing song about Dirk the Dick. Anyway, hi, I'm Kate. Kate Orchard 11 on the internet. I'm on Twitter sometimes. I don't usually post, but sometimes it's just funny stuff. I'm not currently in anything at the moment. If you want to look at past stuff I've been in, there's Ariga Stars with 2 other amazing cuties from here. that is on YouTube on the Girls Run These Worlds channel. It's Magical Girl Funness. But I have been Ellis, your creepy little Brit.
Creepy little guy.
Thanks.
Okay. And I'm Emma, Hamlet on the internet. I use they, them pronouns. I am here a lot. I have a room in Val's house. You will see me on Saturdays doing Darkness Unbroken, like they said, final season. We're in the last half of that now. Tuesdays, I'm on transmissions. I'm one half of the transmissions team. Our podcast will hopefully be back from hiatus fairly soon. Exciting. Which also gets released on Tuesdays. And that's it for me. For the channel, if you can hang around, top of the hour, we're gonna have Tower of Soot, which is a mouse rotor game run by Roll for Felicity, and then at 4 p.m. Pacific, we've got Escape from Sweet Valley, which is a Brindlewood Bay game with Punlandia. Tomorrow, don't need all the details, but we've got an Eberron, we've got Fate Court, we've got Blueberry's Bride at the end. It's going to be excellent. We are nearly at a halfway point with fundraising goals. Let's smash that target, everybody. So stay tuned. If you still got time to hang out, half an hour's time, new game, Mouse Ritter. It'll be great. They'll be adorable. For now, we love you all very much. Thank you for joining us. Take care of yourselves. All right.